Hi again, everybody. Welcome inside Cable Dahmer Arena. Tonight, the Comets are going to host the Dallas Sidekicks in Game 4 of their 6-game series. As we sort of wind down the regular season, we still have a little ways to go here, but the playoff picture is taking shape. And when you talk about Kansas City and Dallas, first off, let's talk about the series. Over the last recent years, it's been dominated by the Comets, hasn't it, Eric?
It has, but what's interesting, this is an evolving Dallas Sidekicks team, so you can see the pieces coming together. They played extremely well the last, I would say, month or two of this season, and I think they're going to give the Comets two excellent games this weekend.
Yeah, we're going to highlight a couple of defenders here tonight because we always give the love to the goalkeepers and all the goal scorers, but we've got a really good one for the Dallas side tonight, and he's a St. Louis guy. Tell us about him.
Mike Jones wears number 3. He is leading the league in block shots, and I am going to be looking for a matchup one-on-one with Rion Marquez just to see how they play. Physical players on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, I talked to managing general partner Brian Budzinski about the next player we're going to talk about for the Comets, and he described this player as raw, talented, and has a huge left foot, and I think we're only beginning to see his talent. Tell us about him.
So another defender. How about that? Leslie Tetsane making a case for Rookie of the Year or All-Rookie team, has a lethal left foot, brings back memories of two-way players. He's drawn some interesting assignments. He had a matchup against Ian Bennett a few weeks ago, so he's getting schooled by some of the star forwards in the league. His defense is picking up, but his offense, watch out.
Yep, we'll be watching both of those players tonight. When we come back, Eric and I will have the additions and subtractions. We've got a couple of changes to each roster. We'll detail that when we get closer to kickoff. This is MASL TV. We'll be right back.
At Domino's, we're delivery experts. So when it comes to carry-out, our team members had a few thoughts on how to make it even safer and more convenient.
Deliver it. Deliver it.
Deliver it. Frisbee it.
So we went with what we do best. Delivery to your car. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery.
Yep, works perfect.
We do the carrying out for you, contact-free, while you conveniently stay in your car.
Thank you.
Just pull up at the store, check in online, and we bring your food to you. Try Domino's Carside Delivery next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park, hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable, unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
All right, some pregame introductions for the Comets are just about underway. Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos, and Brad Zimmerman and his entire Cable Dahmer Arena crew. We are getting you set for the Comets and the Sidekicks in this Central Division showdown. We promised before we went to the break that we would talk about who's out and who is in, Eric. And we'll start for the visitors from Dallas tonight. They'll be without their starting goalkeeper, Juan Gamboa. Also, they'll be without Julio Varela, as well as Oscar Romero. Juan Gamboa is the big absence for Dallas, right?
Well, no, and Varela too, because Varela always seems to play well against the Comets. No Gamboa here, but Gamboa wasn't here the last time as well. It's just going to be interesting because if you take a quick peek at the Central Division standings, Dallas is coming up 32 points for the Comets, 24 for Dallas. 6 points to be had this weekend. I think this Dallas team smells it.
All right, for Kansas City, Absalom Solorio is going to be out with a right knee strain. The newly signed Christian Duke, another legacy player for the Comets, he's got an ankle sprain, and he will not play tonight, won't make his debut. And Mike De Silva remains out with a hip flexor. They're still working to get Mike back into the lineup. But the big question we're asking tonight, Eric, is about the Comets starting goalkeeper. What can you tell us about that?
Well, I will tell you this. Both goalkeepers are not 100%. Neto's still with the knee ligament issue. And I talked to Lou Meisner before the game. He took a knee into the ribs against Ontario. Lou Meisner is going to start here, and we're going to see when Neto gets back. But to talk about who's in for the Comets, big announcement yesterday. Big defender from St. Louis Ambush, Richard Schmerman, traded for cash considerations, will make an immediate impact, because if you noticed when the Comets played on the West Coast, they had some problems on defense, and John Sosa will not play tonight, point accumulation. So we'll see if Mr. Schmerman gets some field time today.
Big defender, 9-year veteran. Richard Schmerman going to be in there making his debut for the Comets. Let's talk a little bit more about this series. And Eric, I think you brought up a good point. The 6 points to be had between first and second place. I did a deep dive on where we are right now in terms of playoffs. And I know you don't.
Why did you do that, Nick? Why?
You don't like to do it, but I'm going to take you there anyway.
Yep.
I went down every team's schedule, and what I came up with was, I still don't know. I mean, it's going to be crazy as we go down the stretch here because things are so close. You've got the 3 top teams in San Diego, Florida, and Kansas City, and you've got the next 5 teams that are all vying for wild card spots and seeding in the upcoming playoffs. And boy, is it close. So while we have 7 games left in the regular season, these games are increasingly becoming more and more important.
And we'll see who the pressure is on tonight. Is the pressure on the Sidekicks? Is the pressure on the Comets? I think there's a little pressure on the Comets. They struggled against Chihuahua here. They split against Milwaukee. They lost both games on their West Coast trip, and now here you are. A game tonight, Kansas City, a game in Texas on Sunday. I think the pressure's on the home team to deliver here. And a big shout out down in Dallas Sidekicks social media right at the watch party tonight. Big shout out to all the Sidekicks fans watching there. Hope you're enjoying the game right here on MASL TV.
Hit us up on social media. Eric will be watching it. We'll be giving shout outs and acknowledging all the fans that are going to be watching this game tonight between Kansas City and Dallas. We are going to have our national anthem coming up. We also are going to have a couple of special announcements here before we get going. And I think with that, let's pass it down to public address announcer Nate Herron.
Fellowship activity, but earlier today, a tragic event at Olathe East High School took place. We'd like to take this opportunity, the Kansas City Comets and everyone here, to recognize the efforts, school resource officer, assistant principal, and all front office staff who successfully turned today into an unfortunate event in what could have been one of the darkest days in Kansas City history. We appreciate the work of all of our teachers, resource staff, and personnel, and thank them for their efforts. We'd also like to take this opportunity to remember that the world lost one of its brightest stars with the passing of Roger Kemp. For the past 11 seasons, the Comets have worn pink jerseys to support Roger and the foundation he created after his daughter Allie was murdered in 2002. Roger was a beacon of light. He promoted self-defense awareness and training to women of all ages ever since his daughter's tragic passing. Roger was just here on February 12th during the ceremonial first kick before the Comets' annual pink game. Despite the tragedy he and his family faced, Roger always had a very large smile on his face. The Comets will miss him dearly. Please join us as we take a moment of silence to honor and remember our dear friend, Roger Kemp. Now please bring your attention to the American flag of section 116 and 117 as the Cedar Creek Elementary School Choir from Lee's Summit sings our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so gladly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous night o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
A terrific rendition of our national anthem by the Future of Our America students from Lee's Summit Schools. Great to have you here. What about the officials, Eric?
Well, the officials for today's match are brought to you by Capelli. Capelli is the official uniform sponsor of the MASL game officials. Nick Vassos, who are today's officials?
The crew chief will be number 21, none other than Brian Martin.
That's awesome.
Excellent, I got that right. He will be assisted by Ron Corey, the assistant referee Drew Klimp, the penalty box official is Nathan Calling, and the fourth official is Kyle Armstrong.
And of course, the official match ball of the MASL is designed and produced by Flight, expertly designed for the indoor game. Flight is the premier partner of choice. Flight, challenge everything. Who is out on the field right now, Nick Vassos?
Hey, we're going to get a shot of 11-year pro, Mr. Nate Hauser, as he kicks the ball to Comets head coach Leo Gibson. Nate Hauser played for the Attack between 1993 and 2000 and would have been 93 to.
I know he played in 2003.
Yes,
yeah,
he did.
Like there for a long time.
I know
yeah,
he's played
yeah.
for a really
Yeah.
long time, and just a tremendous player. Baker stand out.
And your interview with him will appear at halftime, and he's going to be on your team at halftime.
He is. He was like, well, he's my first draft pick, the #1 draft pick. So I've instructed all my players, and I'm going to say it again before, is that when Nate's on the floor, find him, give him the ball, and get out of the way.
That's an awesome thing. And later in the game, we're going to do our On the State feature, and Nate Hauser has memories of 2 of these, and we'll talk about that.
There is a whopper in today's
There is
look back.
definitely a whopper.
I mean,
one of the
huge.
epic games in Kansas City soccer history.
All right, live look at the Comets bench. There is Neto. He will not be making the start tonight, so it is Lou Meisner. As you heard from Eric earlier, both of the Comets keepers are not perfect when it comes to health. Neto is getting better incrementally, but there's Lou Meisner, and he is going to make his 7th consecutive start. Lou Meisner, 2, 3, and 1 as a sub for Nicolau Neto. He's been good, and there's other times when he's been need a little bit of help, but Meisner's been there solid as a backup.
A lot of saves. Teams, I've said it just about every game now. Teams press him when he has the ball. The Comets have to do a good job of giving him outlets to pass. Be interesting. I had a good chat with Jamie Lovegrove. We'll air it at halftime. This team got here early today. I think they're chomping at the bit to play.
This is going to be a really interesting game. As we talked about in our pregame, the Comets have dominated the recent series. In fact, they're won 10 of the last 11 games against the Sidekicks. And we'll see what happens here. Dallas comes in and second place in the Central Division. Comets an 8-point edge over the Sidekicks right now, but 6 points up for grabs this weekend. We'll see what happens. Here's Ray Lee. Comets wearing their home red uniforms. Ramon Palmer is back in there after serving a suspension. Palmer, Souza, Ray Lee, Christian Andreos, and Lucia Tetsane. Here's Dallas. Played it into Luis Morales. He is their leading scorer. Comets come up with it and back down the other way. Comets moving left to right, just underway. Kansas City leads the season series 3-0. Eric and I were chatting with assistant coach Stefan Stokic and talked about the season series, and he kind of felt like you, Eric. He's like, hey, listen, beat a team 4 times in a row, that is not easy. This is not going to be an easy night for the Comets.
That's for sure. Historically, Dallas is a team that has given Kansas City fits, not recently, but definitely historically. Good press here from Lovegrove. From Morales.
And Lee able to avoid it, get it over to Togba, who is back in the lineup. That's really going to help the back line for the Comets.
Marquez kind of got off the bench and thought, am I the 7th guy out here? I probably ought to double check that.
There's Adam James headed towards the Dallas yellow line, eventually ends up at the feet of their keeper, and that is Esteban Vasquez.
Saw him here last time Sidekicks were here.
Out of Sacramento, California.
We're still watching historically. Leo Gibson 2 goals behind Wes Wade for the all-time leader in Kansas City indoor soccer history in goals scored. He stands at 278 total goals. Wes Wade 280.
Here's Dallas. Drive, that one off the foot of Quintana, who is now back in the lineup for the Sidekicks. Jones sends it back down into the corner. Battle for it there.
Wes Wade's going to play in the Soccer's alumni game this weekend.
Oh,
they have some guys back.
Oh, my gosh.
Doing the goal game. Sean Bowers is going to play. Take off his coat and tie. President of the Soccer's. Should be a good time out there.
For sure. Here come the Sidekicks again. Back it up towards their half line. We're just underway. Kansas City and Dallas, the number 1 and 2 teams in the Central Division of the MASL. Forward it goes to De Sousa. Felipe with his back to Sandovari. Plays it to a teammate. Ellis now to the center. And here come the Sidekicks, Piedra. Back out to the right and then over to De Sousa once again. Near side, Piedra. Piedra looked inside for Mendez. On back to the center circle to De Sousa.
Good turn. De Sousa scored a few goals here the last couple years.
He certainly has.
Get that arrow ready. Well, chat's on. I thought I logged on too early. The chat wasn't on yet. Chat is on. So maybe while Nick Vassos is scoring goals at halftime, I will drop on the chat and say hi to some of the fans watching all across the U.S. and probably in Brazil as well on MASL TV.
Yep. Here's Dallas, 8-7-1, long drive. Meisner couldn't hang on to the initial save, but gobbles it up quickly. Lou distributes out to Adam James. Double teamed immediately, back to Tetsane. Here comes Lovegrove with some pressure for Dallas. Tetsane into the corner. Mike Jones heads it back out towards the half line, and Lovegrove kicks it forward. Here come the Sidekicks. Picking it up there. It's Morales, and Morales shoots. And Luis Morales, their leading scorer, puts the Sidekicks on the board first. It's 1-0.
Had a great opportunity to interview him the last time the Sidekicks were here. Rising star, not just for the Dallas Sidekicks, but definitely in the MASL.
No doubt about it.
He's had an unbelievable season. Step over, let's take it to my left, cut across, make the goalkeeper lean right. We'll go to his left for the second consecutive time here at Cable Dahmer Arena. Sidekicks up early, 1-0.
Morales is 19th on the year, and
making the case for Rookie of the Year.
Yes, he is, for sure.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with his game.
Meisner chips it into the corner to the big Brazilian Rion Marquez. Touches it back to Ray Lee.
Yeah, who's marking Rion Marquez?
Big Mike Jones.
I told
what
you
a
so.
matchup that's going to be.
That's for sure.
Togba. That toe feeling a lot better. He's back in there. Give and go. Togba chases it into the corner. Jones is there. And Jones lost. Togba gets it back. And the Comets will recycle their offense. Again, the Comets are playing without John Sosa. We're going to see how that plays out tonight. You know, a lot of the offense goes through John. And with him not out there tonight, one player is going to have to take on that role and get the offense going. Of course, we'll see how it affects restarts as well. Sosa is the primary man.
Also
on
the
restarts.
pairings, because Lee and Sosa had been paired up in recent weeks. Now it looks like Lee and Togba, so it's interesting to see the matchups. Dallas's front line, Comets back line.
Lovegrove with a touch toward the center circle. Dallas. Comets go for changes. And here comes Dallas. Up to Piedra. Piedra moving to his left to the far post. A shot, and it's D'Souza. He'll draw the arrow and fire it on target. It's 2-0, Eric Bergerud.
I'm having flashbacks to the Ontario game where it seemed like there were all sorts of guys wide open on the back post. So check this out. Who is marking D'Souza? Nobody. 2-on-1 opportunity. Lee went to the ball. No help behind him. One of the easier goals. You're going to see D'Souza score. Comets down early.
Yeah, D'Souza his 7th on the year, and Piedra coming up with the assist.
What a block by David Ortiz. Whose mom is probably watching. Hey, hope you're enjoying the game. Team's up 2-0 right now.
Restart coming up to the Comets. Lucas Souza to Mirko. Mirko winds up, hits that one off the glass. Rebound goes in! Rion Marquez draws one back, and the Comets are within one. It's 2-1.
Because we needed a Glasses scorer, right?
Exactly.
That still counts as a Wallace scorer off the glass above the goal. So Mirko figures, why not? I'll take a shot. First time. Over the goalkeeper. Marquez right there. Heads it, and really nothing that Vasquez could do other than try to get a glove on it. Too much power on that.
Number 15 on the year for Marquez, and the 3rd assist for Mirko. And the Comets are back within one. It's 2-1. Comets needed that goal desperately just to stay.
Seems like the Comets have been doing this all year, is they'll give up a goal, they'll turn right around and score one right away. We saw that again. Stefan Stokic told us it wasn't going to be easy tonight, and I will stand with the pressures on the Comets here.
Here's Leo Gibson. Gibson into the corner for Nacho. Nacho
good tackle.
Tripped up and taken down, and Nacho is shaken up. He came down on the right leg awkwardly and is down on the field.
That was Cameron Brown. No malicious intent there.
No.
It's a good tackle.
Hope Nacho is all right. He's been a solid performer all season long for the Comets.
I brought my laptop here just so I could keep up with scores. Baltimore Blast up 5-1 already over the Harrisburg Heat.
So it doesn't look like Harrisburg's going to get their first road win of the season. Maybe not.
It's right, but Willie B's been busy this week. I've seen Willie B all over. He may even figure in a trivia question, the trivia question today. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
All right. Looking forward to that. The other two games tonight are Milwaukee at St. Louis, and Ontario is at Tacoma a little bit later on tonight.
Big weekend series. I think the pressure for sure is on Tacoma there because they need points in a hurry.
Yeah. Here's Ramon Palmer running side by side with Macias. Leaves it for the keeper. Souza had it for a moment. And Dallas trying to get it out of their last third. And a shot and a save made by Vasquez. Comets still out front. Ball goes in. It's a goal. The Brazilians working together. Marquez to Souza. And we're tied at 2.
And one angry goalkeeper. So Vasquez wasn't happy with his defenders in front of them. We'll take a look at the replay on MASL TV. First of all, great save by Vasquez. He got up really quickly. Two defenders there, and Vasquez is like, dudes, who's got my back here? He made a great first save, and he got up. This is the hardest thing to do, get up quickly for the rebound.
Oh, boy.
Good pass there from Marquez.
He threaded the needle on that one there.
Absolutely did. It's 2-2 all of a sudden.
It is. How about that? Souza tallies his 16th goal on the season, and for Rion Marquez, that is his 5th helper on the year.
So what's interesting on both teams, we talked about Rookie of the Year possibilities. Oh, we're going to get our media timeout. Oh, maybe I should be quiet, and I'll come back later.
Let's take a break.
That's good.
7:44 left in the opening quarter. We are tied at 2. A good one here in Kansas City. Glad you're along for the ride. We'll be right back.
I'm attorney Mike DiPasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapist to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
We're back underway. Eric Bergerud and Nick Vassos live on MASL TV. Great to have you here. We're tied at 2, Kansas City and Dallas. Live at Cable Dahmer Arena.
You can't see this on MASL TV. Nick Vassos is stretching out to get ready for his halftime game, and Hector is yelling, so he must be getting ready to get on your team. And Hector Solorio.
You know, Eric, it's not a good sign when you're stretching out. You get a little cramp in your leg too. You know, that's probably not a good sign. But I'm going to give it a try.
You do your best.
Yeah. I've recruited a good team here, so hopefully I won't have to do any of the work out there.
Expectations are high. We saw Comet the dog shooting T-shirts during the break here. He figures into the first on this date story I have for fans tonight. So.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Marquez to James to Palmer making a run down Main Street. And battling in the corner is Varela, as well as Palmer. Sent back out front. Togba right side James. James tried to play it back into the corner. Broke it up by Dallas. Over there was Ortiz. Now Sandovari to James Togba. Now to Rion Marquez. Marquez with a goal and an assist. And that one out of bounds. And looks like that's going to be at the top of the arc. So let's see what the Comets do here. Who's going to trigger the restart? Looks like they're going to put Souza on that. Not Sosa, Souza.
I wonder if they worked that out. So I wouldn't expect him to shoot here, but stranger things have happened.
Lucas to the corner to Ray Lee. And Ray launched it up into the net.
So this is where I say, we're going to talk there's a lot of new content MASL is producing. Weekly Standard is MASL Primetime, the home for the best highlights, interviews, and action from the MASL each week. Catch the latest episode each Wednesday on MASL TV with the one, the only, Alex Bashchavansky.
Ooh, there's a good save by Meisner. Ball still loose. Shot. Oh, a tremendous save, but the third one is a charm. It goes in, and it is Luis Morales once again, his second tally of the game, and the Sidekicks are back on top 3-2.
Keeps scoring goals. A lot of pressure there. Not only in the first try, the second try, and the third try. So Lovegrove was in there. Starts with Morales here. Went inside on Nacho. First saves there. Lovegrove goes for the ball. Block, which you'd like to see. But what do I always say every game? You follow your shots. And that's what Luis Morales did. 3-2 Sidekicks.
All right, that's his 19th. Correction, his 20th on the year.
Lots of good young players. Boy. So last year, you had the Rookie of the Year on the Comets, all-rookie player, so that was Lucas Souza and Rian Marquez. Add in Luis Morales, add in Christian Andreas, add in Lesia Tetsane. There's going to be some really good players in the league for years to come.
Togba, almost an ill-advised header back to Lou Meisner. Togba comes back out with it. And Togba is on his horse, lays it off to Palmer. Palmer fires it in and then lifts it high to the top of the arc, and Dallas is there.
Good opportunity. Look at back post, wide open again.
There's a shot, saved, deflected away by Meisner. That one coming off the foot of Silva. Correction, that was Valadez. And we have 5:13 left to play in the first.
So teams are finding a little bit of an Achilles heel with this Comets team. The transition game, these 2-on-1 opportunities. Comets aren't getting back. They're getting counterattacked and counterattacked and counterattacked every game, Nick.
Nacho's back out there for the Comets. Nacho. Front and center, Sosa. Off the glass. Poke back out. That's Sane.
And look again, here we go.
There's Felipe de Souza, and Meisner comes way off his line to touch it up to Lucas.
Did a great job keeping it in bounds, too, because you could tell he was like, I do not want to kick it into the stands and get another restart. Yep.
3-2 Dallas. Quintana. And then rolled forward to Morales. Morales back to a teammate. Oh, went to far post. That was to Ortiz. Comets come up with it. Adam James is bumped down to the ground and is whistled for the foul.
Sidekicks are just coming up in numbers, and the Comets can't get lackadaisical when they lose possession because the Sidekicks will make you pay.
Ray Lee off of a sidekick player, and Ray called for the foul. Dallas is going to try to restart it quickly. But the official Ron Corey says, back it up, fellas. It's Ray's first foul. Over to Big Mike Jones, who leads the league in blocks with 25. Lovegrove forward to Morales. Luis marked closely by Nacho. Morales back to Lovegrove. Runs right. There was a give and go and a foul called on Marquez. It's number 2 on Rian.
Comets are having all sorts of trouble keeping up with the runners with Dallas. And so, I mean, obviously Dallas saw something on game film they liked, they wanted to exploit, and the Comets are going to have to adjust.
Dangerous chance here. Here's Lovegrove. Fires it right on. That one had some spin on it. Meisner's got it, and he's throwing down the left side. Looking for Souza, as well as Leo Gibson. Vasquez kicks it out of bounds, and it's going to stay on the touchline for Kansas City.
MASL's making Mondays fun again. Great new show. It debuted this past Monday. It's called MASL Monday. Break down the weekend with host Pablo Maurer of The Athletic and Adam Snavely. Each week, first episode was great, and I know for a fact that Pablo Mar grew up as an LA Lasers fan, so I'm just going to goad him to start throwing in historical LA Lasers references. So there you go.
Keep it going. Keep it going. Lou Meisner, 2-3-1. Kicks it into the right wing corner for Leo. Leo looking to get that hop, but it bounces into the arms of Vasquez. Now Jones. Jones had it poked away for a moment. Now pressure from Kansas City. Jones.
Good turn.
Yeah, reverses position. Direction, I should say, and is running across the half line over the Kansas City line. Piedra had it for a moment, and the Comets able to knock it free, and Leo's pass a little bit off the mark. Cameron Brown is back there for the Sidekicks. Now Rio Ramirez. He'll leave it back for his keeper, Esteban Vasquez. He's got a brother, Christian, who is on the Sidekicks. I don't believe he is dressed. Now a steal by Togba. Togba scores! James Togba! Hello! We're tied at 3. Thank you very much.
Comets doing a little bit of press there too, so the press has helped out the Sidekicks on the other side of the field. A little bit of a press here in the Dallas defense. Togba gets the ball away. You think he's going to go on his left. Oh no, he's going on his right. Slots it. Bottom corner, nothing Vasquez could do. It's 3-3 all of a sudden.
How about that? Unassisted by James Togba.
And perhaps you could argue that Togba got a little bit of a hold or nudge in there, but Ron Corey goes back to the old NPSL days. I think it probably needs to be a little more than that.
Another one by the Comets. Andreos hustles in the corner to get the ball, feeds it to Tetsane, and the Comets have their first lead of the game, 4-3.
We talked about Tetsane's lethal right foot in the pregame, Nick. His left foot, he scores on his right.
Yeah,
right?
How about that?
How about that? So 2 left footers score with their right foots within a minute of each other. Wall Astora. Rookie to rookie, Andreos to Tetsane. This is the Comets we expected to see. I decided to show up near the end of the first period. 4-3 Comets, and the Comets with the ball again.
Another drive, and Vasquez pounces on it. Tetsane, his 7th on the year. Christian Andreos, the rookie, his 3rd assist. He has been a spark for the Comets.
Let's not play any defense. What are we doing? We talk about defenders on the spotlight. It's already 4-3. Let's go like 11-10. Because we may have an 11-10 story to share.
Oh boy!
Later,
that's
in the
coming
game.
up on this date. Again, it's a whopper. Oh boy, they do it! The Comets are like butter.
Look at that, Richard Schmerman on his first shift scores a goal.
They're on
Comets.
a roll, baby. There he is, the Schmerminator. Getting his first goal as a member of the Comets.
Ambush fans are like, why did we get rid of him? Sidekicks are going to call timeout here. So Schmerman finally got minutes. Ali Sodal, another rookie, goes diagonal back post to Schmerman. Nobody there. He's like, Kansas City, here I come.
A lot of space for the Comets to operate. Timeout on the field.
And 3 defenders in a row, Nick.
Yeah.
You got Togba, Tetsane, and Schmerman. So if your forwards don't score, we talked about defenders at the beginning, and they're like, all right, we're going to do it tonight. We're bringing it.
How about that? Now that is a foreshadowing right there. Comets lead 5-3. Hey, Eric, let's talk about what's coming up here. As we look at Lou Meisner.
And I told you he was hurt with the ribs. And, I mean, he told me he was hurt. And they were trying to make him comfortable enough to play. And you can see where they're trying to help him. He's in some definite pain. Neto.
Can you imagine playing keeper with bruised or hurt ribs? That's so painful.
And so they were wanting to hold Neto out so as not to damage the ligament in the back of his knee. They may not have the choice. Now, keep in mind, MASL fans, new rules mid-season, you have to trust two goalkeepers. And we've been saying, game in and game out, Neto's not playing. He finally got back to practice this week because he hadn't even been practicing. He'd just been dressing.
Is he?
Meisner looks hurt.
He does.
He
looks hurt.
I think have to be Neto.
Neto's coming out.
Yep.
Here he is.
Fans see Nicolas Neto coming into goal. He wanted to play. His trainer and coaches are like, oh, no, 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 no. You hang on the bench. Neto's like, I know better. I'm playing. We have drama. We have defenders scoring. We have players literally coming to town on Thursday and scoring on Friday. We have everything here on MASL TV.
This is Neto's first game in 6 games, all right? Meisner still on the bench, hunched over in pain. Neto is in there. Now, Neto started 9 games this season. He's 8-1. He's still second in the league in wins, and his goals against average is 4.6.
Which is sensational, by the way.
Tremendous.
And it brings a different element to the game. He's very comfortable with the ball on his feet. Takes up a lot of space, and so sometimes teams place their shots against him. Opportunity for the Comets here.
Oh, there's Adam James out front, shoots.
Good save.
Hey, Mike Vasquez. Oh, 1v1 right there.
And not only the save, the follow-up by Ramirez. He chested back to make sure there's not going to be a loose ball here. Smart defending, good goalkeeping.
30 seconds left in the first quarter. What a first quarter we've had. 8 goals in the first 14 and change, and we still got a few seconds left. Leo passes it to himself, bangs it off the boards, and Adam James just barely missed it.
While a score opportunity there didn't quite happen.
Detsane back to Neto. Neto looks up, chips it into the corner for Leo. 6 seconds left. Can the Comets get a shot off? Leo, 2 seconds. Detsane shoots, save made by Vasquez. And the first quarter comes to an end. Hey, partner, how about this?
8 goals. I expect to see 8 goals during the celebrity game at halftime, Nick Vassos.
We'll see about that. Let's take a break. We got all kinds of drama happening in Kansas City, and at the end of one, it is the Comets 5, the Sidekicks 3 on MASL TV.
Golazo, golazo, golazo.
Herrera! You'll never see a volley of its equal.
Come on.
Check out the best plays of the month from the Major Arena Soccer League.
Mike Ramos! Absolutely sensational!
Break, boom! That really was a golazo!
Blue shot, goal!
Christianeski! Oh, doctor! What a finish!
Laced it. Just laced it in the top shelf.
Turner!
El arquero viene otra vez, Miller, el disparo, golazo. ¡Gol! Left-footed again. That is a highlight saucy of the week.
Trying to chip it from distance. Oh, Margaret!
Shot a goal! Just like that!
Oh my goodness. Willie B with a nice save on the rebound.
A man who is better than some of the people out there.
What a finish. That will be an MASL Primetime Goal of the Week candidate for sure.
Oh, look. We missed the cue about following MASL on social media, but I'll do that now. Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram, and our favorite place, Nick Vassos, MASL Arena on Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, we heard from the Pipster who said to say hello.
Good.
I know that the Sidekicks social media team is at their watch party tonight. They've been posting clips and GIFs and everything else.
Well,
so.
we're besties now. Did you know that?
Well, we've been besties with them. We've been besties for the last couple of years with the Sidekicks. It's just every game it kind of feels like we're going back and forth and talking to each other. Sidekicks fans, if you don't have your tickets for Sunday afternoon's game, you definitely want to go, because this team is legit and this team is hungry not only to make the playoffs this year, but to make a run in the playoffs this year. So definitely get your tickets. This will be a great rematch Sunday afternoon in Texas.
All right.
I should say, at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. How's that?
Thank you.
Visit DallasSidekicks.com for details. There you go.
Thank you, Eric. Second quarter action underway. Cameron Brown.
Sidekicks. At Eric Bergard, we are besties forever. You better believe that.
Cameron Brown on over to his teammate. And then back to the center circle to Quintana. Sidekicks trailing 5-3. It's the Comets' biggest lead of the game. Luis Morales on over to Vasquez. Vasquez puts his right foot through it, and chips it into the corner, goes off the blue turf and out of bounds. Turned over to KC.
I was on Soccer's Overtime last week, and I showered praise on the Dallas Sidekicks. So even when they're not watching or listening, you know, it's always there.
Neto serves it high for Marquez. Good settle for Marquez. Up to Nacho. Nacho touched it a couple of times. Over to the near boards. Mendez is over there. Also giving chase is Silva. Coming out with it is Ortiz. Forward to Morales. Morales had it poked from behind to the Comets. Neto bends at the waist and scoops it up. Calling for a player to come out. Neto lays it off to Togba.
They've missed him. They missed both those two, Togba and Neto in the back. A lot of experience between the two of them. Neto's being smart, so that way he doesn't get called for a 4-second violation.
Gibson on the volley from the right side, just wide. Dallas tried to clear. Foul called in the midfield. That'll go against the Sidekicks.
Valadez. Free kick for Nacho. Had a great goal celebration last time here, announcing
he and his wife
are expecting. Jennifer, congrats to the Flores family. Had a great chat with Brian Martin. I'm going to talk a little bit about a MASL referee webinar that was Monday night. I had the privilege of attending. I learned a lot.
Oh, chance. A goal!
Richard Schmerman!
Oh, the Schmerminator. He's on fire.
He had 2 goals for the whole season at St. Louis. He has 2 goals in just a few minutes tonight. What, that's 2 goals in 2 shifts? How's that, Nick Vassos?
Wow. He's got a high shooting percentage. I say, give the Schmerminator the ball.
Leo draws 2. That means somebody's open. Guess who was open? It was Schmerman. He's like, I'll run through. Thanks, coach.
Wow.
Runs off the ball, and that's the problem with double teaming. You're going to take a chance. Nobody followed Schmerman all the way through. 2 goals for the Schmerminator in his debut for the Comets.
13 assists for Leo Kinson. And as Eric pointed out, number 4 for Schmerman.
When I was on the soccer show and they were asking me who's going to make trades, I thought for sure Milwaukee would be the first team to make trades. I didn't really see this one coming, but it makes sense. Comets need some experience in the back. And if you can get a defender who can score goals, it gives you all sorts of options.
So that's 4 goals by all 4 of them are defenders. And there was another run the Comets made there, and they Dallas kicks it aside, and we've got a foul called on KC.
DeSouza's balance. You knew he wanted to turn, got fouled. Really good with the ball in his feet. This is a team I think is going to be the team to watch over the next couple years. So much talent in the DFW Metroplex, and you can already see the blend of the veterans and the younger players here. Ricardinho making it work. And for me, that's your MASL Coach of the Year. But in this league, you never know who's going to get voted. But if I get a ballot, I know who I'm voting for.
All right. Steal by the Comets. James to Marquez. Rion trying to turn on Rio. Rion falls down, and a foul is finally called, and that'll go against Dallas. Rio is shaken up. That's Rio Ramirez. Looks like he may have taken a shot to the face, maybe the nose. There was no foul called on Rion. That's going to go against Dallas.
Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
I know Greg said he's watching on the, and so he's probably like typing Phil Salvaggio, Coach of the Year, Phil Salvaggio. Look, when you've already won 15 championships, come on, you have to like, I don't know what, and to say they're undefeated, well, they did lose in overtime to Ontario, so there's going to have to be a little bit more for Phil Salvaggio to top Ricardinho in my book.
Might have a few folks in Lakeland that'll be touting their guy down
Clay
there.
Roberts?
Yeah.
Yep. Injured player Brian Martin is saying you've got to get off the field, my friend. He's telling Rio Ramirez, we stopped play for you. You have to sit out.
So Quintana comes in for Rio. Comets with the restart.
Oh,
Souza.
Matt Huber wants to know, hey Eric, has Nick thought of a goal celebration yet?
I have.
Okay, you just have to score.
Right.
That's all there is to it.
It's easier said than done.
Dallas.
Neto looking for Leo. Headed away by Jones. Ends up towards the half line. Togba for the Comets. Souza. Lucas.
Playing with fire a little bit.
Boy, he waited just a fraction too long, and Dallas able to get the deflection out of bounds. It'll stay with the Comets. 11:40 to play until halftime. I'm gonna have to figure out.
We got Cleveland Crunch fans. We've got all sorts of things. I promise, because people are saying hi to me in the chat. I promise, I will actually communicate with you at halftime. I'll get there.
6-3, Comets on top of the Sidekicks. Neto with one bounce off the blue turf out of bounds goes over to the Sidekicks. Comets are going to have some very important games coming up. Some games that'll have a lot of nostalgia. The next one up in that regard is going to be on March 11th when the Comets welcome in the Milwaukee Wave, and that'll be the Attack Retro Night.
So if that weren't enough, there was a little weekend series not too long ago.
Yeah.
Things might have occurred. Things might have been said.
Right.
By the fans on both teams.
Oh, yeah.
Players, maybe. Yeah. You think people are going to be pumped for that one.
Oh.
Those beautiful Attack 96-97 championship retro jerseys.
Nacho had a chance for a moment. Sidekicks able to take it away from Nacho. Now back the other way. Battling on the half line.
Good turn.
Mendez
got past Lee.
Lee closes the door on Mendez.
Into the boards.
He did, and Mendez
he is hurt.
Goes down.
And Lee didn't touch him.
Brian Martin with the whistle, and Mendez shaken up. Looks like he's going to be okay, but he went into the board sort of awkwardly. He's up moving around, so he'll be all right.
So on this webinar the other day, I look at who's there, and it's Brian Martin and Brian Miller. So I had to chat them each. Hey, Brian. And they were both there. They both responded. It's pretty funny.
Pete Richmar also in caps, put Martin in caps, and a little happy smiley face after it.
I was the one last game who called him Miller. So
I know.
Sidekicks 1-2 weren't going to get it. They have already called timeout, so I would suspect they'll hold their next one here. Good opportunity here. Lovegrove, you would assume. We'll think about it. Morales, an option too, and De Souza comes off the bench.
Lovegrove.
Good block.
Shot. Headed back in. Morales. He's got 2 goals tonight. Front and center for Lovegrove. Right side, Morales. Boy, he changes direction so fast. And nearly got it to the far post. Kansas City able to kick it aside. It goes out of bounds. Yeah, they're going to get a restart at the top of the arc here.
You know, and a lot of teams get the wow factor for their set pieces. But look at the options the Sidekicks have out there for their set piece options. You've got Lovegrove. You've got Morales. You've got De Souza. You've got players there.
Delay of game warning for the Comets. Off the boards, comes off to Lovegrove. To the corner, the drive blocked there by Nacho. Good block by Nacho. He went down on the ground and sacrificed his body. All the way back to Vasquez. Vasquez floats it into the corner. Souza is there. He'll kick it back to Neto.
Warning assessed to Kansas City as a warning for encroachment. Not for delay of game. Encroachment warning to Kansas City.
Encroachment warning was that call against Kansas City, not delay of game.
Hey, you want to do the first on this date?
Let's do it.
All right. In 2018, the Comets wrapped up their 17-18 season with a solid 10-6 thumping of the Tropics on mascot game night. Longtime Comets mascot Calvin the Canine retired after that match and was replaced by Comet the dog. Wasn't it Calvin the cat? Did Calvin change? I thought Calvin was a cat.
Thought it was a cat, but
yeah, there you go.
Oh, he was a canine that looked like a cat.
There you go. So Calvin retired, and then we got Comet the dog, who was here tonight.
So what is it? Did Calvin look like a raccoon too? Maybe a little bit. No,
I'm trying to remember. Calvin goes way back. I thought it was started as Calvin the attack cat.
Yeah.
If I remember right.
Brad is our director. Brad's weighing in too. Do you think he looked like a raccoon? No, maybe not. Oh, all right, skunk, something like that. Oh, front and center. Leo and Lucas are out there. Ball spinning around in front of Vasquez and then kicked away.
Good team defense. Cameron Brown. Oh, we have a yellow card. Cameron Brown is going to spend 5 minutes.
Yellow card.
We'll hear what he was given for.
Misconduct.
Misconduct.
Okay.
I didn't see what happened there.
I wonder, must have said something. Part of the magic words or something.
I get a text from my wife, Kimberly Reed. Calvin was a dog. Calvin looks like a cat, but I guess he does a dog.
He sort of looks like
a dog.
Yeah,
he looked like a raccoon dog. But Calvin the canine. But I swear there was a Calvin the cat, the attack cat. I'm so confused. With so many years we've been doing it. Thank you, Kimberly, for watching
both
it
of us
all.
said that you owe me a Coke. Thank you, Kimberly.
Yeah. Nick sends his love, Kimberly. Thank you. Too many years, Nick. Too many years.
Hey, listen, 26 years. Oh,
and we got 2 more stories to tell that have nothing to do with dogs or cats.
No. And they are big. They were big stories back in the day. And they are remembered to this day. You'll remember this story. 8:09 to play in the first half. And Eric, you might be doing some play-by-play at the tail end of the second quarter.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I know you can do it, so because I got to get dressed for the. And I'm gonna I'm starting undressing like right now.
Oh my goodness!
All right?
No cameras here. Nick just took off the tie. Hey, our friend Emmanuel Viel is watching in Omaha.
Hey, Emmanuel!
Says great assist by Ali Soldal. Love the Kings. We enjoyed so much when you guys played here.
That was one of the best games we've ever seen between the Comets and the Kings. Long drive by the Sidekicks.
There are other people I'm going to say hi to for sure at halftime. But yeah, I'll be glad to do a little play-by-play.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff Davis, former Attack and Comet player, weighing in.
What is he up to?
He's weighing in. He's watching the game. He says, Fuzzy the Attack Cat.
Fuzzy, that's right. Thanks. I was so confused. It was Fuzzy. Yep.
And then he ends it by saying ding dong. Thank you, JD.
hey, JD, Nate Hauser says hi.
Yes.
He was telling some stories about the good old days.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, days in Edmonton. Hey, we've got a timeout on the field, so let's break it up. With 6:59 to play until halftime, it is Kansas City 6, Dallas 3. Glad you're along for the ride. We will be right back on MASL TV.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Neto going back out. He had called into duty in the first half after Lou Meisner, the starting keeper, went down with more rib injuries. Meisner took a shot to it and couldn't go, so Neto called into action. And Neto wearing, I can't tell, yep, it looks like he does have the brace on the left knee. And looks like he's been moving around pretty good so far for the Comets.
Big shout out once again to the Sidekicks. They just posted photos of their watch party. Looks like everybody's having a good time. I see the blue turf on multiple TVs there and a Shiner City Limit sign. Why don't people send us stuff here? So, Sidekicks, you need to send us stuff.
So we're gonna lift that picture and we gotta show it to everybody on the broadcast. There's that Sane shot into Rios, goal! Comets lead 7-3. What a pass.
Wait a minute. A midfielder scored? What's going on here? I know the Andreas family watching in Brazil. They're excited. He's excited. Tetsane is racking up some points tonight. Big turnaround for the Comets with a slow start. But once again, the rookies making a name for themselves on both sides of the ball. Saw Luis Morales on a couple goals early for the Sidekicks. Tetsane, Andreas, Sodal getting an assist.
I tell you,
telling the old guys, hey.
Number 4.
Oh, look at opportunity for Andreas. What a goalkeeping, right?
Yeah, Sodal will turn and fire. And that one above the glass. Andreas almost 2 quick ones there. Tetsane out with the assist, and that's number 6 for Lucia Tetsane.
Strong goalkeeping from Vasquez. Limping just a little bit, he'll be fine. But the press, teams across the league, they are not letting their opponents just kind of casually bring the ball out of the back. You will get pressed, and if you don't adjust, you will pay for it.
5 straight now by the Comets. After a quick start by Dallas, they led 2-0 in the first quarter. But here late in the first and early on in the second, it is all KC. 6 minutes to play in the first half. And the Comets are just a bit quicker over Dallas here in this last 5 or 6 minutes.
Fans, Nick Vassos is in his beautiful red long sleeve Team Vassos jersey, ready to go, ready to play, ready to defend.
I'm actually nervous. Stop it. Stop it.
I've been putting pressure all week on this team. Although I did tell Serrano when I saw him on the field, it's your redemption game, Steve. Team Vassos spanked them 2 years ago. So
I mean, when I got Hector, I've got Nate Hauser.
You got Ann Murphy. Ann Murphy, you do not want to mess with. She is plays for the Kansas City Courage.
Yep.
Hall of Famer at Missouri Valley College, and she is a Kansas City, Missouri Police Department sergeant. That. So, yeah, she's looking forward to this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. Give her, Nate, and Hector the ball.
That's it.
Get out of the way, everybody. All right, forward to Leo. Leo to Nacho. Nacho walking it in.
Goalkeeping.
What a good save by Vasquez.
2-on-1 opportunity here, and Adam James has to hustle. Lee's going to try to hold.
Far post.
Good play by Adam James.
Oh, yeah. Pass a little bit behind the teammate to Lovegrove, and the Comets defense holds. They get back, and they keep Dallas from going forward. They'll try
Neto goes 2 fists, like, I don't have a knee problem. I'm good.
Piedra looking for a passing partner. That one goes off of Nacho. He wanted a handball. Now Leo double teamed. Look how strong Leo is on the ball. Leo back up on his feet. Dallas with the ball. Piedra again. 4:37 to play in the first half.
Dallas has been doing really well this season at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. A little more challenged on the road, and when I was on Soccer's Overtime, what I told hosts Craig Elston and Jerry Jimenez was, this is what I want to see is Dallas getting consistent on the road. Lost a heartbreaker to the ambush in the shootout last weekend. They will figure this out.
Sodal.
Oh, nice weight on that
Looking
pass.
to Schmerman.
Schmerman, wait a minute. You came out and didn't score? Dude. My expectations have increased a little bit.
Souza off the board. Souza gets taken down, but he's going to be called for the foul.
So I don't know if you remember back in the days earlier this season when Matt Lewis played here.
Oh, yes.
Matt Lewis, he's a defender, but they kind of sent him up and down the field. It looks like they're putting Schmerman in that same role, that he's sort of a drifting on offense, playing back. So you see,
I can see that.
Gibson was playing back. It's almost like Gibson was his offensive runner, defensive runner. So Gibson would drop back and let Schmerman make the runs up the field.
I can totally see that. Here's Rio. 3:20 on the first half clock. Comets a 4-goal lead. 5 straight by the Comets. Kansas City looking to get back onto the winning ways. They lost 2 over the weekend to San Diego and Ontario. Comets were shorthanded. Got off to a good start in both those games, but couldn't hold on in the second half, and then had some trouble penalty-wise. These two teams here are the 2 most penalized teams in the MASL.
Well, I think last Friday the Kansas City Comets raised their average for games to come.
11 minutes every game. Oh,
good
ding dong on the rebound. Marquez couldn't put it from Souza. Now Sidekicks back the other way.
I couldn't tell if Cody Ellis did just enough to throw Marquez off, but regardless of that, no goal for the Comets.
Piedra.
Oh, Marquez, that's number 3 if my math is correct.
Careful. We'll see here officially. Nate Aaron.
Second.
Oh, okay, second. Glad to
Talk
be
a
wrong
lot
in that
about
case.
target forwards ringing up the fouls this year in the MASL. Frank Tyus seemed to be called for a lot of fouls. We talked with Wave coach Giuliano Oliviero about this, and it's one of the challenge for targets. They get fouled a lot. They get called for a lot of fouls too, and you have to adjust.
And you got to maintain your poise in that position too. We saw, Andre Hain get a little bit sideways sometimes when he thought he was being fouled, and same thing with Frank Tayu. I mean, he gets frustrated from time to time when everybody's trying to chop down the big tree.
Well, and that's why I'm watching carefully these matchups, because San Diego's done a really good job marking Mitchell Cardenas on Tayu this season and shutting him down just about every game. So teams are trying to, instead of just whoever's out there, they're getting a little bit more strategic about, if Marquez is out, I'm going to pull this defender out, or if Tayu's out, I'm going to pull that defender out, rather than rolling the dice.
All right, 1 minute and 24 seconds left. Brother Eric,
You're leaving.
It's all you. I'm heading out of here.
Oh, man. I might do an Ed Puskarich goal call if somebody scores here. We'll see. There's only a minute left.
Go for it, brother.
Well, let's go. Leo Gibson looking for Adam James, and David Ortiz says no thank you. Neto, ball on his feet. He'll send Nacho down the corner to his coach. Dispossessed, and here come the Sidekicks the other way. Ball put out of play. Oh, no. Opportunity here for the Comets. 51.7 seconds left. Up 4 goals. I don't think they're going to call timeout, but this would be a really good time to call timeout. Strategic time to call timeout. 3 on the wall. Lucas Sosa has options. He'll go to Coach Leo. Back to Tetsane, nothing there. And look at Lovegrove wide open. Lovegrove, can he get past Neto easily? Lovegrove. Goal, 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 goal. That was for you, Ed Puskarich. Once again, the Comets beaten on the counterattack. Good vision there. Good goal. Neto committed. Lovegrove says, I can get past you. Slots it easily in the goal. Counter another goal for Jamie Lovegrove. What a difference he's made since coming back to the Sidekicks. In my mind, deserves serious consideration when end of season honors come. First team, second team, all league. Lovegrove has made a monster difference in the Sidekicks' fortune this year. Another shot opportunity did not go. Good opportunity to sneak one here at the end of the quarter. Neto got a hand on it. Comets need to clear. 14 seconds remaining. Mike Jones skied it. Chill.com is the official CBD brand of the MASL, helping our athletes reach their maximum potential by promoting proper and expedited recovery. Welcome to Club Chill. Neto with the goalkeeper distribution. He's just going to toss it up in the air, and I think, unless Leo Gibson decides he wants to do something with it, one opportunity here for Adam James. No Wallace score. It will be cleared. And we will end the first half with the Comets leading 7-4. We're going to do a coach interview. Luis Morales, strong half with 2 goals. Comets defenders showed up on the score sheet, including 2 goals in Richard Schmerman's first 2 shifts as a Kansas City Comet. Really good response by the Comets after falling behind early 2-0. You see Lou Meisner there. Yeah, that's one sore goalkeeper. And so Neto wasn't expecting to play. Neto is definitely in, and Meisner definitely not 100%. We're going to go down to Steve Serrano with assistant coach Stefan Stokic for our halftime.
You're off to a great start, put up 7 in the first half. What do you tell these guys when you get in there?
Thank you. I think we just got to keep the momentum going and putting the balls in the net. So,
anything you can tell my team, Team Serrano's team, before I come out here and embarrass myself?
Yes.
That's it? That's all I got to say is yes. Coach, best of luck in the second half.
Steve Serrano getting ready. Team Serrano against Team Vassos. We're going to have an extended halftime because of Celebrity Game. 7-4 is your score. Join us back at the half. I will interview Jamie Lovegrove, midfielder of Dallas Sidekicks, and Nick Vassos' pregame interview with Attack legend Nate Hauser. Right back here on MASL TV. City Comets and the Dallas Sidekicks right here on MASL TV. We're honored to be joined by the leading scorer of the Dallas Sidekicks, Jamie Lovegrove. Jamie, welcome to our show.
Thank you for having me.
So for fans who haven't watched too many Sidekicks games this year, how would you describe your team's style of play?
I think we have a fairly unique style at times. You know, I think we've got a lot of young lads that we can run. You know, we can control. That's one of the biggest things that we try to compete with is our ability to get up and down the field. Obviously, there's been some games where we've played really, really well, and there's some games where we kind of let ourselves down along with everybody else in the league. You know, so it's down to us more experienced guys, me, Cameron Brown, Cody Ellis, Mike Jones, to try and make sure that we stay within as many games as we possibly can. And I think maybe only minus the one that we played here, I don't think we've ever really been out of a game. It's just kind of been moments that we've lacked experience, you know.
So you talk about the young lads. So arguably the Metroplex is the most talent-rich soccer community in the United States. How can the Sidekicks even better leverage all your local soccer talent?
It's just a case of wanting to get people to come and play with us, really. I mean, it shouldn't be that big of an issue, but there's so many different perspectives in Dallas. You know, there's so many different opportunities, you know, with obviously FC Dallas being the biggest one, and then now, you know, a lot of kids that do well in Dallas are looking to get out to go to Europe and stuff like that. So, you know, we've got good, better players in our local community, and we just keep asking them to keep coming out. And, you know, I think one of the biggest ones that we've had so far is Luis Morales. You know, no one's really kind of heard of him before, and he's a local lad who just came out to tryouts and now is doing extremely well for us, you know.
So I've heard you talk about your family in Dallas. How has the DFW Metroplex embraced you and your family?
Oh, it's been amazing. Ever since I first came into the team, I can't remember my first season now. It was a long time ago. From the old veterans, your Nick Stavros, your Tattoos. I was lucky enough to play with those guys. But yeah, you know, I base myself out of Dallas now. My family's there, my job is there, and the community is unbelievable. You know, so many nice people in the area, so many people welcome me there, and like I say, I consider it home now.
So final question, what would qualifying for the 2022 MASL playoffs mean for your franchise?
I think it would be massive for us. I think it really would. You know, in my time that I've been with the organization, I think we've only had one playoff game, which was way back in the PASL time. And, you know, I think it's going to be good for us. I think we need it. I think we need to test the waters and see how we do. You know, we have belief in our locker room that, you know, if we get, you know, any of the top four, let's say, obviously, because, you know, we're not going to make it into that part. You know, we're still trying to push for the highest seed that we can. But at the end of the day, you know, whoever we play, we're going to go out and just give our best. And that's all we can ask for from the boys, you know.
We've been joined at halftime by Jamie Lovegrove. He's going to see a lot of the Comets today, a lot of the Comets on Sunday back home. Good luck this weekend and the rest of the season.
Thank you very much.
You've been joined here at halftime with Jamie Lovegrove. I'm Eric Bergrid. We'll be right back on MASL TV. Welcome back.
Welcome back inside Cable Dahmer Arena. Our halftime guest is the one and only Mr. Nate Hauser, an 11-year pro with the Kansas City Attack. Now he's the athletics director at Baker University, his alma mater, where you starred as a youngster. Nate, it's great to see you again.
It's great to be seen, Mr. Creek. How are you?
We are doing great, and we are so happy to see you. And he is participating in the media game because you are a big celebrity, a big soccer star in your day, and it's just great to have you back here inside the building.
It's been a long time. It's great to be back. It's great to see the team doing so well. I ran into Leo, I think it was 10 days ago at the convention, or maybe it was longer, but you know, it was great to catch up with him and Alan Mayer, and so it's awesome. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah. You know, 11 years when you play in the NPSL, you know a lot of players. You've got a lot of great friends from over the years of playing. How often do you get a chance to see them and to maybe talk about some of the days when you were playing?
Not as often as I'd like. I run into Schwabi, you know what I mean? The gorilla's around all the time, and I get a good bear hug there. I get a little Carlos Olivas. I've been fortunate to run into Leach Chantret a couple times. I've been out in Baltimore. Jake Dancy and I have played tag a little bit, and of course, my roommate JD and I, we hit it. And then Wild West Wade, his son was up here in school for a while, so trying to chase that guy down. It's been fun to keep up.
I love reminiscing. Eric and I talk a lot about the history of the game, and this year we're celebrating 30 years of the Kansas City Attack franchise, and also 40 years of the Kansas City Comets franchise. That's indoor soccer in this town for 4 decades. Does this surprise you that the game and that this league has continued to go and to grow?
Well, I don't know if it's a surprise, but it is something that you knew there was a passion for, right? I think all those years in the 90s when it was going crazy, and then when Bud and the ownership group brought everything back in 2010, just to see everybody jump back on board, it's great. And then winning the championship like they did, and then seeing Leo take over, I feel like my college, it's my school, right? This game and what it gave to me and what it's done for the city. I wish people got a chance to be involved more, because really all the things you see now are people standing on the shoulders of what Gino Schiraldi and all those guys did in the 80s and what was going on in the 90s before it really blew up.
Yeah, you were drafted in 1993, originally drafted by the Wichita Wings, and the Kansas City Attack ended up acquiring you. And for the first couple of years, it was kind of lean with the franchise. But then in 95, 96, you guys were really building on something. And then 96 and 97, it culminated in a championship. What do you remember about those days, that championship run that you guys went on that year?
I remember when Schwabi came in, right, to be the player coach, and you knew it was going to be a player's environment. And I think the way that he relaxed everybody, he knew that we knew what to do. We'd been through it the year before, right? Lost in the finals and had the 32 wins. And, he was like, I'm going to take a little bit of foot off the gas and I'm going to let you guys be yourselves. And it was that confidence that grew. And then we hit our stride at the end. And then, we just rolled over everybody in the playoffs. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was a run. It culminated in a 4-game sweep of your nemesis, your rival, the Cleveland Crunch.
I'll tell you, when you grow up watching Zoran Karic, and Hector Marinero, as a high school kid, and then having to chase him around as a young adult and coming out ahead, it was pretty special. Yeah. You know what's crazy? I bought gloves for my goalkeepers at school from Otto Orff. He was doing that. I ran into Tommy Tanner at the convention too, and so it's crazy.
All right. Hey, before we get you out of here, give us an update on Baker Athletics. You've served as you were a player there, of course. You've now men's soccer coach, women's soccer coach. You're athletic director now. And you guys have really grown that campus out. What's going on at Baker?
Greek, we're in the middle of a $17 million fundraising campaign. We're $4 million in, and I'm proud to say we are about 10 days from actually finishing the work. We have a new baseball facility, new softball facility, indoor batting cages, and my favorite, a fantastic new soccer-specific stadium out there.
Wow.
And it's great. I'm going to brag a little bit about my athletes. Our men highest GPA in the conference. We won the Larry Lady Award because my guys can read, and that matters.
That's fantastic.
And
it does.
We had a record 154 scholar athletes at our school, and I think that's the thing. We're going to be really good on the field, as usual, but that our kids are doing the job in the classroom is something that I like to take as much credit for as I can.
Yeah, great academics and great athletics, all in one place at Baker University in Baldwin, Kansas. Nate, great to see you. By the way, will we see you here on March 11th for the Retro Night when we honor the Attack?
Absolutely.
Outstanding.
Absolutely.
So you got to join us for that. We've got something very, very special for you guys when we honor you guys out on the field. That's Nate Hauser back with us here once again. Inside Soccer. Nate's great to see you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Green.
All right. Halftime continues after this.
From the Blue Testament, number 23, Thad Bell. Starting defensive back from Northwestern University from Fox 4, number 30, Matt Stewart. From Fox 4, number 32, Tia Johnson. And from Fox 4 Mornings, number 33, Pat the Hitman McGonigal. Please welcome to the field, head coach of Team Vassos, assisted by assistant coach Gus Vassos, number 4, the Greek, Nick Vassos. Also playing with Nick Vassos' team, Hector Salorio. Hector's wearing 98. All right. Hartzell brought me over a hard seltzer and a cell phone. What could go wrong? Who's ready to watch these athletes compete? Ah, the smell of Ben Gay is just permeating the arena already. Steve Serrano, so confident in his team's ability. He's on the mic. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go! I'm going to take a break, Steve. You can narrate here. Oh, we had Marcus Officer open on the wing, but that turned away. Interesting defensive formation put together by Team Serrano. He's employed his son Dominic's favorite second grade soccer defense, cluster ball. Where are his sleeves at? Why does he not have sleeves? The size of those arms. Here we go. All right, Tucker loads up from Blue Springs, but that's turned away by the Team Vassos defense. We've already had one player nearly vomit from exhaustion, so we're doing well. We're doing well. A big header from Marcus Officer. Oh no, he steps on the ball. Look out, but Danny Welniak will not be denied as she passes over to Mosaic's resident DJ, Eric Coombs. Little how do you do pass from Hartzell. Shot. Missed shot from Marcus Officer. There you go. Oh, that's a handball. Oh, no. I believe that goal has been disallowed by Comet the Dog on a restart after the handball. Sorry. Handball there. Had a restart. All right, for those of you that have the under.
Put your hands in your pockets.
From Vegas. That's a big call there from the officials. All right, we're still tied up 0-0 here as Nick Vassos wants to get in on the handball game. Tries twice. And then a bear hug reverse style from Steve Serrano. Dave Borchard trying to rough up a goalie. You can listen to Dave broadcasting KC Current games on CBS.
Watch him.
Channel 5. Hector Solorio out in the open. He takes a shot wide. Nate Hauser tries to take a shot. Missy Bundy trying to turn stuff around, and that's a goal! Team Vassos and Murphy of the KC Courage on the goal.
Who?
Here's the replay of Murphy's goal on Comet Vision.
I was watching the highlights.
That was quite the highlight. So Team Vassos up 1-0 as he predicted earlier, but Steve Serrano's got a lot of firepower in him. So let's see what happens. We've got 5 minutes to go in the game. I just saw 3 people mouth, seriously, 5 left? I'm going to die.
There you are. There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Away by the keeper for Team Serrano. Haley Lewis coming up against the brick house. Nate Hauser. Solorio playing like no one's watching. You're supposed to dance like no one's watching.
There we go. There we go.
McGonigal in his action pants. Turns out action pants are just sweatpants. Who knew?
That a boy, Comet.
Just to see the sheer joy on the faces of these players mixed with the sheer embarrassment of some of the kicks that they've had. Haley Lewis marking defense close with Hector. Boy, another big stop. The Royal Chief having a day in goal. Whoa, oh no, we gotta cool her down. Missy Monday from the bridge with incredibly polite defending. Ball's cleared out by Welniak. Here's another ball. We're just going to play with one. We just need one ball. Okay, Matt Stewart says we're going to play with two balls.
Come on, I got this guy.
That's not what I meant to say. All right, we got Reagan Porter off to Marcus Officer. Royal Chief. Oh, no. Oh, no. We have a stoppage in play. We got a free kick. We got a free kick in the corner for Team Vassos. Time is... We got a free kick down here at this end. Got a handball by the Royal Chief outside the box. I'm sorry. They buzzed in from New York. This also gives everyone a chance to breathe. There's a lot of short grabbing going on. Not yet. All right, there's the restart. Hartzell Gray is here. Hartzell's enjoying a delicious seltzer. How are we doing tonight, Hartzell?
Is it over? I thought this was over.
It is not over yet. If we turn the music down just a smidge and you listen real close,
There you go. Come on.
you can hear the gentle sizzle of hamstrings all around the arena.
I got it.
All right, Serrano's boxing out on the goalie. Oh! Matt Stewart taking Serrano down like he was an Iowa Hawkeye. Coombs pass in the box that's cleared out by the Team Serrano defense. All right, Hartzell's got a little fresh hard seltzer in him. 2 minutes to go in the game. The Royal Chief denies Hector Solorio once again. Jack Johnson from 8-10 passes to his cohort, Anderson. Corey Anderson put some picante sauce on that. But the keeper for Team Vassos keeps it out. Still 1-0. We got a minute to go in the game. Minute 20. Minute 20. Another stop by the Royal Chief. His next album's going to be The Goalkeeper. Off the post. Ding dong off the post. A lot of high danger chances for Team Vassos. Jack Johnson getting it in. 1 minute to go in the game. Many players have already looked forward to their post-game shower as we got that ball out of bounds. About 45 seconds to go. Can Team Serrano tie this up? Or will Nick Vassos win yet once again? Serrano's got his assistant coach with him out on the field right now. Assistant coach Dom very upset in his team's performance. There's a shot. Go! It's a tie game. Here's the replay up on Comets Vision. That goal scored by a very, very tired Union Broadcasting employee. And And that is the end of the game. Oh, nothing wrong with a tie. We're going around.
Now I'll break through to show to you that I'm more good than I am bad. I'll work it out, I'll work it out. And I'll be somewhere that you need me. And I'll be holding my breath, waiting for you to show.
Hey, Comets fans! Have you tried Sport Shake yet?
It's delicious.
It's delicious, right?
Yeah.
What flavor you got?
I got strawberries, man.
Oh, man. And I got cappuccino. I love cappuccino.
Look, the good thing about it has protein and electrolytes.
Ooh.
Oh, and calcium.
It has calcium too.
Oh,
well,
man.
You gotta keep us tough. You gotta keep us strong.
It's seriously delicious. Go to spokeshake.com right now. Use promo code Comets and get $3 off your next order.
So what are you waiting for? Go now and make your order. Go Comets!
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable, unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
I was a little scared coming in here. I didn't know what to expect, didn't know what the team was going to look like. But then, as I said again, as I came in here Monday, I was like, wow, this is going to be a really good squad. But I knew the European teams, they love football. Football is their culture. Football is everything to them. So I knew they were going to be good. They were going to be great on the ball. And I knew it was going to be a tough, hard tournament. So that was good coming into here.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Welcome back. It's halftime. Get ready for the third quarter. Kansas City Comets leading Dallas Sidekicks 7-4. We're going to look at some first half highlights while Nick Vassos catches his breath. Wallace Scora, Glasses Scora, early goal. Sidekicks were leading 2-0. Comets needed that one back. That is Rion Marquez rubbing those hands together. And then Marquez decides, oh, here's my friend Lucas Sosa. I might as well get an assist there. Slotted between the two defenders. Goalkeeper Esteban Vasquez not too happy about that. Togba, pickpocket, decides to score on his right, leading a charge of Comets defenders scoring goals consecutively. Andreas, Wallace Scora, there's Lesia Tetsane. Richard Schmerman got on the scoreboard too. 2 shifts for the Comets. 2 goals in those first 2 shifts, which was pretty impressive. Ali Sudal seeing him on the back post, nobody there. He's feeling really good about his experience. Speaking of his experience, back in the booth, slowly putting on his headset, Nick Vassos.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
How you feeling?
Sweaty.
Hey, all I have to say is goalkeeping. That's what I put in the chat on MASL TV. Sean Barber on your team.
Yes.
And the Royal Chief, they made some big saves. Hector Solorio got stoned by the Royal Chief.
Sports director Danny Welniak from Channel 5 shut me down twice. I got 2 great services from Nate Hauser, and she blocked both of them just before.
And we didn't get to see your goal celebration.
I know. I had my section. My son and his friend were down there, and they all had the Vaso signs up in the air. I was ready, but to no avail.
Camera looking at you over there.
That's right. Oh man, what a great time.
A lot of your colleagues there. Fox 4 was representing today too.
So fun. So fun.
That is great.
I tell you, I don't need to tell you, Eric, but being down there on the floor, it's a lot further than it looks on television.
Oh, you think?
I mean, a 30-yard run.
Well, that's a long run.
It is.
Get that oxygen tank out.
Wow. All right, second half action is underway. Neto is back out there in goal for the Comets.
And Lovegrove's going to want that header back. Score update.
Yep.
Baltimore's leading 9-4 over the Harrisburg Heat. And Milwaukee Wave up 4-3 at St. Louis.
Okay. Here, 7-4 Comets. Drive by Souza. Another one gets through the 3-man wall, but Vasquez is there to clean it up for the Sidekicks.
You missed my Ed Puskarich goal.
I was still here.
Oh, you were still here.
I was half naked up here in the broadcast booth, so I didn't mean to tell you that. You probably didn't want me to say that. But anyway, I heard it. Good call, Eric. Good call.
Hey.
That was good. Sidekicks well inside the Comets' yellow line. Still banging away on the Comet defenders. Ball is still loose. And it comes back to the Sidekicks. Down to the corner to Silva. Silva battling Sandovari. Now front and center, now right side. And a push by Souza and a foul called on the Comets. That'll go against Souza, against Cameron Brown.
Against number 7, Souza is first of the half.
Good opportunity here.
Cody Ellis behind the ball. Sidekicks pulled one back late in the second quarter. Make it a 3-goal difference. Here's Felipe on the near side. Back front and center to Ellis. Ellis challenged by the Comets. Boy, here comes Leo.
Nice shoulder-to-shoulder push.
Absolutely to Souza, who shoots and he scores! What a great touch by Lucas Souza. And the Comets are back out to a 4-goal bulge.
First, Leo Gibson picks the pocket and then has the mindfulness, fair shoulder charge. Watch this on Ellis. Finds Souza back post on his left, 8-4. That once again, pickpocket, shoulder charge, one touch.
Oh, how about Lucas leaning one way with his body and hitting it with his left foot the other way? That takes a lot of skill.
It does, but it also coaxes the goalkeeper to come toward him, and then you go, when he's leaning your way, you come, and it's hard for the goalkeeper to pivot directions.
So Souza drops in another one. That's number 17 on the year for Lucas.
And if you recall last weekend, Nick Vassos, the third quarter was not friendly to the Kansas City Comets. They got smoked in San Diego, smoked in Ontario. So coming here, and I'm sure Leo Gibson and Stefan Stokic said, we need to be a little bit more composed when we start this third quarter because bad things happened to us last weekend in Southern California. Schmerman out there again.
Oh, left that one for that Sane, and he sent a rocket just above the crossbar. Out of bounds, it'll go to Dallas. Comets with some high pressure once again. Sidekicks kick it out towards the midfield area. That Sane is there along with Ray Lee. Now here comes Neto up off his line. Neto looking downfield.
See, they don't press him, though. They show a lot of respect for him with his foot on the ball.
Jones pops it up into the air. Off the shoulder of Morales, and then back to, boy, and Morales went kind of hard into Souza. And a foul called on Morales. Good sportsmanship there between the two players.
Hey, let's do my second On This Date while we're at it. This is a Nate Hauser reference. On This Date in 2003, the Comets' second annual school day game, they educated the Philadelphia Kicks 26-6 on a Tuesday morning at Kemper Arena. 10:35 a.m. start. Nate Hauser scored 2 goals.
Those school day games were so unique as Dallas works it down the left side. 15,000 kids inside Kemper Arena, and you have young kids cheering. It has a different pitch of sound in the arena than a normal crowd does, and it was a lot of fun.
I think the Kicks used to do that themselves in Philadelphia. They had their own school day games.
Foul called on Dallas.
Now keep in mind that was in the multi-point scoring era. 26-6 was not 32 goals. That was 32 points.
Ron Corey marks off the distance for the wall. Comets will put 3 players in it. Palmer, Marquez. Now James drops back. They'll go left side. Shot up into the net. And it'll go to Kansas City on the goalkeeper distribution with 12:09 to play.
Mendez is going to wet that back. Lovegrove led him perfectly to take it on his left. Sometimes you get under it and you hit the net, and that's what happened there.
There's Lou Meisner, still kind of clutching his right rib cage, which still must be very tender. Lou started the game, if you're just joining us, and he had to leave in the second quarter because he re-injured some ribs that he had injured in previous games. Leo up with the loose ball, bumped from behind, and a foul is called against Dallas. Comets will set up here on the restart.
A little Kim Rudfed, when you get fouled, you fall on the ball, you fall on it, grab it with your hands, and that way the referees have to call something.
Leo.
Oh, you had a guest while you were playing. Guest who came up to say hi to you.
Who's that? Is it Mr. Wyatt?
It's Mr. Vlatko Andonovski.
Oh, Vlatko's here?
Yeah, he's here.
That shouldn't surprise me. He checks in several times over the course of a season.
Came to say hi. We were chatting. Just terrible news out of Stanford. Goalkeeper Katie Meyer died, and I asked if what he knew, because obviously she was progressing into a future U.S. national team starting type goalie, and just horrible situation. There's been an outpouring of love for her family, for her teammates. Just terrible, terrible news.
11:06 to play here in Kansas City, Cable Dahmer Arena. Comets a 4-goal lead. Comets 10-4-1, looking for the 11th win of the season. Dallas 8-7-1.
This is just like, seriously? I didn't even touch him.
Gibson rolls it forward to James. James shields the defender away, draws the foul. That's going to go against Rio of the Sidekicks. And the Kansas City Comets will have it just inside the half line with 10:52 to play in the third.
Interesting how the temperature's different in certain games, because we've seen Kansas City and Milwaukee recently, and Kansas City and San Diego, and it just feels like the temperature was a lot higher in both those games. A good competitive game here, but not anything mean-spirited.
Togba, he's got a goal this evening. Plays it left for Adam James. Back away from the goal to Tetsane. Comets have Rion Marquez in the target right now. He's roaming around the box in front of Vasquez. Togba looking and will feed it into the corner to Marquez. Marquez marked by Ellis. Away from the goal, back to Palmer. Back to Rion. Marquez to James. Kind of a hard touch there by James, but Togba able to save it. Now a left footer shoots. No good. Rebound shot just above the glass.
Oh, you saw what he was trying to do.
He was trying to chip him.
He was definitely trying to chip him. Trying to be a little cheeky there. Maybe a harder shot straight would have gone in. But he thought, I'm going to get right under the top shelf.
That's Sane battling hard with Morales. Ball comes to Morales, who shoots, and Neto makes a kick save and a beauty. Neto looked good there going down on that kick save. Here's Schmerman making his first appearance as a Kansas City Comet after the Comets acquired him a couple of days ago from St. Louis in a trade for cash considerations.
He got into town yesterday morning, went straight to practice at the soccer dome, and he got thrown in right away.
Says he's looking forward to helping the Comets down the regular season stretch and into the playoffs. 9:21 to play now. Dallas trying to push out. We've got a foul called against Kansas City. Later on tonight, Ontario is at Tacoma. Ontario is 8-4-2. Tacoma 4-9-2. Tacoma, if they can string together a couple of wins, they can get themselves into a position where they can look at the 8th spot in the playoff race. But Tacoma's got to start putting some dubs on the board and getting 3 points in their contests.
They got to win at home, too. Lost to the Comets there, lost to the Sockers there twice.
Schmerman rises up, and it goes out of bounds.
They had a historic day down in Chihuahua last weekend, giving up 21 goals. There could have been more goals, too.
Wow.
Fought harder, but lost 10-9 in the rematch game there in Chihuahua.
The marquee game of this entire weekend, there's 10 games over the course of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it culminates with San Diego and Chihuahua, the 2 hottest teams in the league. San Diego, winners of 12 straight. Chihuahua, winners of 7 straight.
And Chihuahua's a legit team, if anybody had any questions about that. Nato puts one out of play. Unusual for him. Good opportunity here for the Sidekicks to pull one back. Blast still up 9-4 over Harrisburg. Wave still up 4-3 at St. Louis.
Here, 8-4, Kansas City over Dallas. Sidekicks with a great chance here. Lovegrove down to the corner, shot saved by Neto, and he pounces on the loose ball. Neto throwing down the left side, a good service there to James. Back to Lassiette, that's saying, and the Comets will cycle up their offense. Leo thought about going into the corner, plays it back to Sandovari, now on the half line, and Tetsane.
And look at Lovegrove. He's positioning himself on the counter.
Comets get it into Leo, and it's kicked out of bounds off of Gibson. That's what Ron Corey calls, and we've got a timeout on the field. Timeout, 7:46 to play in the third. Comets a 4-goal lead. Stay with us on MASL TV.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5 cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
They are dancing at Cable Dahmer Arena. Comets leading 8-4. Action is back underway.
And then we'll get to the trivia question, which I know you're dying to hear.
Andreas with the steal. Christian with a shot just wide left. Gets his own rebound, and from an impossible angle, wide to the right.
2-minute penalty coming up.
2-minute coming up against Dallas. Rio's going to be sent off. Comets are going to go on the power play.
I think it's because he tackled from being on the ground is why Brian Martin. I had to think about it. One Mississippi to Mississippi. Brian Martin made the call.
I think it's in your head now.
I put it in my own head now.
2 minutes for a 2-footed tackle.
Yeah, 2-footed tackle.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. So while we're waiting for this, trivia question. What do Willie Bonahene and Nick Vassos have in common?
I don't know. What?
You have now both appeared on Michelle Gingras' MASL Midweek show. Willie B was on this week. It was fantastic. Definitely catch it on MASL TV if you haven't already.
I will. Comets on the power play. They are 44% on the year. Gibson and Souza are the two leaders in power plays. There's Tetsane, and he takes that one right on. That one blocked by Ortiz. Tetsane gets it back down to the corner to Ray Lee in the middle shot. Goal! That one was quick. Rion Marquez from Ray Lee. And the Comets cash in on the power play and lead it 9-4.
So ball movement's been a challenge for the Comets on penalty kill throughout this season. Really good ball movement on a pretty short power play, Nick Vassos. Rion Marquez ratcheting up the points here tonight. Take a look at it. Leo, Tetsane, Lee, rub some hands. You just crashed some cookie jars top shelves. One touch. Bam.
Marquez, number 16, Ray Lee, his 10th helper of the season.
Nick McDonald getting a shift in the back here for the Comets. Actually, midfield, Nick McDonald.
Comets trying to clear their last third. Ray Lee coming up with his 10th assist on the season.
Nick McDonald was player of the game last time here against Milwaukee.
Certainly.
His first shift here.
In fact, he scored 2 goals in that game against Milwaukee.
2 goals.
The first one I thought was one of the funnest goals we've seen all season. He scored, and he took 2 thumbs and pointed it at his name on the back of his jersey.
That's exactly right.
So fun. Sure his teammates had a good laugh with him with that one. Oh, it gets by Neto, but Ray Lee lets the player go by into the goal. Calmly takes the ball and plays it out to the half line.
There's going to be a handball on Leo here. Actually, a really underrated save by Neto. He was leaning and he got a hand on it, and then Lee let the ball run by rather than giving up a back post goal. So very subtle defending, very good defending there for the Comets.
Also, being out there teaches you just how technical and fast this game of indoor is. Here's Souza down the right side and space. Souza, far post, shot, goal! Souza to the legend, Leo Gibson.
His 279th. He is now 1 goal away from tying Wes Wade as the all-time leading goal scorer in Kansas City indoor soccer history. Comets giving Dallas a bit of their own medicine. Counterattack, smart play, made Jones commit, went underneath, found Gibson back post.
That was 5-hole, 5-hole, 5-hole on the pass, 5-hole on the shot.
How about that? And Gibson, it's been a while since we've seen him score. He's been getting quite a few assists lately. Lucas Sosa says, here you go, coach. Let's see if we can go tie that record tonight.
Boy, what a game. Souza's got 2 goals and an assist. Leo, his 20th goal of the season. And for Souza, that is assist number 6 on the year. And the Comets have their biggest lead of the game. It is 10-4, 5:43 to play in the third.
And Christian Andreas looks at Ron Corey and says, are you giving a 2-minute penalty? And Ron Corey thought about it and thought, okay, David Ortiz, here you go. Another opportunity here. And the Comets already have 10 goals. There's no place like home, Nick Vassos. They struggled to score this weekend in Southern California, but the goals are coming here. Also helps to have some of your pieces back. Also helps when your defenders score.
5-0-1. The Comets are at Cable Dahmer Arena.
Good save.
Sosa. Lee bangs it back in there. Rebound comes off and stays with the Comets.
Lovegrove on the point here.
Gibson with the ball. Into the corner to Souza. Back to Leo. Right side, Tetsane. Leo. Lucas Souza. That one whistles across the goal mouth. Comes off to Tetsane. Ray Lee. Back to Lucia. Now into the corner to Souza. Oh my gosh! Hit it on the volley from an impossible angle. Hat trick for Lucas. And the Comets are pouring it on. It's 11-4.
I haven't even mentioned the new video featuring Lucas Souza and his journey from Brazil to Park University to the Kansas City Comets. What a player the Comets have found. Again, good ball movement, diagonal pass, took it on the volley, far corner. Sidekicks, I think, are going to use their second timeout right here, Nick. 11-4 Comets, and this was kind of the performance they needed after a shaky weekend in Southern California.
I wonder, would this be a good time to look back, or do you want to save it for the fourth quarter?
Oh, no, let's look back right now.
Okay.
Let's just do it right now.
So we're going to keep it right here. We got time.
On this date in 1995, the most iconic game, in my opinion, in Kansas City indoor soccer history. Kansas City Attack faced the Baltimore Spirit. Yes, they were the Baltimore Spirit at Kemper Arena. The professor says in what you might call a spirited match that featured a bench-clearing melee, 5 red card ejections, and the paging of the Kansas City Police Department by public address announcer Ed Bishop. In a game that featured more penalties than goals, the Attack beat Baltimore in a stirring comeback by a score of 11-10. Jim Schwab with the game winner. It was absolutely nuts.
It's the craziest game, and you would think that Lee Tashantra would have been involved in the melee in the latter part of the game.
He wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Early gone.
He was tossed early in the game and probably shouldn't have been tossed.
Imagine that. It was a crazy, once-in-a-lifetime experience. You have a guest, Nick Basso.
We got 3 men in the booth now. We welcome in Fox 4 anchor reporter, my buddy, colleague, Mr. Matt Stewart. How are you, man?
I'm good. I'm a little winded from that, halftime media game.
Yeah, what'd you think, huh?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Tackling Steve Serrano was the highlight of it. I started my own melee out there.
You did. What'd you think about playing out there on the blue turf, huh?
Oh, it's great. It's so much fun.
It is.
And you gain a new appreciation for these guys, right?
Right.
I mean, you watch them and they make it look so easy. And then when you're out there and after like 1 minute, you're winded and you need a break, you're like, whoa, these are athletes.
Absolutely. But what fun out there. And, this game, you probably haven't been to a game in a while. Pat McGonigal was talking to me. He's like, man, this is a lot of fun out here at a Comets game.
It is a lot of fun, especially when you're in the suite, with the food and the alcohol.
Food and beverages.
Food and beverages. Oh, yeah. It makes it a lot of fun for sure.
Well, thanks for coming on out, man. We appreciate it. Stay here and watch the game with Eric and I. We're going to call the game and chime in if you want to, all right?
I've got nothing to say. I'll just listen.
No, you can chime in here. We've got 4:33 to play in the third. Comets with a commanding 7-goal lead right now. In the left wing corner, the Comets and Morales of the Sidekicks battle. And out with it is Ray Lee, who kicks it the length of the field. Vasquez comes up and will touch it up to the defender. Dallas's last goal coming in the third quarter, late in the third. Correction, late in the second. Sorry about that.
And Neto has yet to give up a goal. Is that correct? Or did he give up one? He gave up one.
Yeah, he gave up one late in the second.
Right. Dallas started so strong, and you thought Dallas might run away with this thing, and then the Comets have really done a great job rallying.
Really careful there. Leo didn't jump off, otherwise there would have been too many men on the field. The ball hit the back of Andreas' shin, but Leo Gibson held off jumping onto the field.
Ray Lee into the corner for Leo Gibson. Leaves it for Adam James. James away from the goal, back to Ray Lee. Lee in the center circle, left side for Schmerman.
Good turn.
Schmerman forward for Gibson. Gibson leaves it for Schmerman, trying to run up on it. Vasquez kicks it away, held in by the Comets. 3:17 to play. The ball's loose in front of the goal mouth. Adam James giving chase. The Sidekicks kick it away. Ray Lee of the Comets is there, and the KC will maintain possession.
So it may be too early to look ahead to Sunday, but you have to dress 2 goalkeepers, Nick. So it's going to be really interesting to see what decisions the Comets make. Hopefully, Lou Meisner will be feeling better.
Well, and I know that there was some concern by the Comets coaching staff about having Neto do back-to-back games. And while it's not a back-to-back game, I think, oh, what a shot by Mendez. Slides it under Neto.
He hurt his knee?
No, I think he hurt his feelings. I think
he's grimacing.
He is sore. I think he misplayed that, though, and we'll see. Hard to tell.
Everybody collecting. Everybody holding their breath right now.
Right.
Neto.
Who's next? Who's up next in goal?
Oh no, he didn't. Yeah,
he was mad that he played it off the boards and gave up.
He needs a hug. He doesn't need any medical attention. All right. All right. 2:38 to play. It is now 11-5, and Mendez picking up that last goal there. Good strike. Meanwhile, at the other end, that's Sane out in front. Shoots, and it goes in. There it is. That's Sane, and the Comets once again, when Dallas scores, they tally right back. It's now 12-5.
This was a pretty entry pass from Rion Marquez. Comets been doing this so well this season. Entry pass into Tetsani. Drop 1 defender. Let's drop the goalkeeper 2, and then we'll go underneath the 3rd.
Well, there's another defender scoring again tonight, Eric. Tetsani picking up his 8th goal of the season, his 2nd on the night. And the Comets once again back up by 7.
We've talked a lot about veteran players this year. Ian Bennett, Craig Childs, Leo Gibson. But the young guys are having their day today.
No doubt. Here's Neto. Neto up to his goal, to his head coach. Now Nick McDonald. Good ball by McDonald. Tetsani again. Will turn and play it away from the goal back to Ali Sadal. Sadal back to Togba. Forward to Gibson. Gibson looking for McDonald, flashing into the box. Kicked away by Ellis of the Sidekicks, held in by Sodal. Sodal still going forward. Pinballing around just on the left side of the field, and it comes off to Togba.
And they can make the Sidekicks chase them if they hold the ball well here. They're up by 7. There's no need to score a bunch of goals right here if you're the Kansas City Comets.
Quick restart by Kansas City. Sadal out to Leo. And Leo gets taken down hard. No call.
I think it was cleared already.
Leo a little slow
Brian
getting
Martin
out.
made it very clear he wasn't calling anything there.
Yeah. All right. 1:12 to play. And Lucas back the other way. Leo. Pass was aimed for Leo. Leo's going to trot off the field. And Andorreos is going to come on for him.
Got a final from Baltimore. Blast beat the Heat 9-4.
The Heat remain winless on the road this season. They have just 2 wins on the year.
It's been tough for most of the teams that did not play last season.
Yep. Our buddy Dominic Francis. He's had some nice goals for Harrisburg this year.
He has.
Including that one chip in Milwaukee. That might be up for goal of the year for sure.
5-5 in St. Louis, Milwaukee, and the ambush.
I knew that was going to be close. 25.9 seconds left in the 3rd.
Saw some ambush fans before the game posting it. Our playoffs begin today because the ambush have played 17 games. They need some points in a hurry.
Ambush, Ambush and the Wave are tied at 19 points, I believe.
Yep. The Milwaukee had only played 15. 2 games in hand over the ambush.
Marquez had it taken away by Mendez. Now Sousa Under 6 seconds now to play in the third. The Comets will hold it, and that'll be the end of the third. Matt Stewart, thanks for hanging out with us up here.
Speaking of making it look easy, you guys are awesome. Good work. Thanks for letting me come up and visit.
Thanks for coming out, brother. I so appreciate it, man. Love you.
I'll see you Monday morning, 3
a.m.
a.m.
Yes, I'll see you then. All right. Thanks. Comets, Fox 4's Matt Stewart up here in the booth with us. Thank you, Matt. All right, let's send it to break here. At the end of 3, it is Kansas City 12, Dallas 5. We'll be right back.
At Domino's, we're delivery experts. So when it comes to carry-out, our team members had a few thoughts on how to make it even safer and more convenient.
Deliver it. Deliver it.
Deliver it. Frisbee it.
So we went with what we do best. Delivery to your car. Introducing Domino's Carside Delivery.
Yep, works perfect.
We do the carrying out for you, contact-free, while you conveniently stay in your car.
Thank you.
Just pull up at the store, check in online, and we bring your food to you. Try Domino's Carside Delivery next time you carry out 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Hail, alma mater, we sing to thee. Thy name forever a guiding light shall be.
Strong as an oak tree, thy name shall never fail.
To thee, alma mater.
Hail, Park, hail. We are. We are. We are.
We are.
In KC, unbelievable things happen every day.
Unbelievable.
That's why Community America does unbelievable things, like share our profits with our members and invest millions into our community. Because when you believe in unbelievable, unbelievable things happen. Join us at communityamerica.com.
Head coach Leo Gibson inside the Comets huddle with Kansas City leading 12-5. Comets in control with a 7-goal lead. These two teams will meet up once again on Sunday, 3:05 down in Dallas, and MASL TV will have that game for us on Sunday. It's a busy weekend in the MASL. 10 games in all are going to be played. We have one game later on tonight to settle, and that is Ontario is at Tacoma, and we've already had one final. Baltimore beat Harrisburg. Harrisburg remains winless on the road, and the St. Louis-Milwaukee game is going to go down to the wire, I think. Don't you, Eric?
One would think. Be a good opportunity, since I have the page pulled up, that MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, standings, and in-depth features. Bookmark the page now so you don't miss a note. I like the way they wrote that. That's MASLsoccer.com. I am leaving it up, refreshing the scores, which is a nice feature there. That way I can give you updates from out-of-town games, so you don't have to toggle between YouTube pages on your browser.
Thank you, Eric Berger.
I do what I can.
Full service.
I do what I can.
Love it.
And Ambush are up 6-5. How's that?
Wow. Tell you, just when you think you're going to count St. Louis out, they're going to come back with a couple. They just squeaked one out against Dallas last weekend. Can they do it again against Milwaukee? We'll find out. Here we've got 14 minutes and some change to go before this one is over. And a foul is called on Ray Lee.
Kansas City's Tito Favela came in relief in goal, won the shootout on his birthday for the Ambush.
Wow. Wow.
Played here in M3 for Sunflower State.
And, in fact, he made his debut in the MASL here when Sway was knocked out for penalties in the game, I believe.
Yep, that is correct.
Schmerman took down D'Souza, and Kansas City's going to be a man down for the next 2 minutes.
Since I know there's soccer fans watching, and by the way, there is a 6 attacker on the bench. If Ron Newman, the late great Ron Newman, were still here with us alive, he would not flinch and go in super power play right here. Not saying Ricardinho is going to do it, but this would be a good opportunity to think 6 attacker jersey. Let's pull it out. Let's go.
Lovegrove.
Rat Patrol, Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins for the 8,232nd time in Kansas City indoor soccer history.
That's Sane thinking about a shorthanded chance. Vasquez off his line. Morales out with it for the Sidekicks. Morales on over to Lovegrove.
If you're bored anytime, MASL fans, I have created an 80s indoor soccer playlist on my YouTube channel to get ready for the Comets 40th year anniversary reunion game. Check that out. Handball, 2-minute penalty on Neto.
Handball on Neto.
And Neto's like, I was in the box, and Ron Corey says, oh, no, you weren't. And D'Souza was trying to either bike him or chip him.
Brian Martin agrees. Comets are going to go 2 men down.
And we're going to get a shootout here.
And it looks like Morales is going to be on the ball. He'll take it.
Morales trying to get his hat trick here. Adam James is going to serve the penalty. And I thought I might have misheard that James already has 3 fouls this half too, so the Comets are going to have to be careful about that.
So now Schmerman and James are in the box. And the shootout from Morales.
We're running a little low on rats here, Nick Vassos. There's only 3 rats out there.
One touch by Morales, moves to his right, shot, save! Neto!
Andreas will come after this.
Andreas.
No fear here.
He is surrounded by a trio of white jerseys. And now Comets will go back. And it's 5v3, D'Souza. Down to the corner.
Bad touch.
To Morales. Leo out with it. Leo looking to get it across the yellow line. Tripped up and goes back to Dallas. Out with it is Macias. Left side, Lovegrove. Now shot by Morales up into the net. Goalkeeper distribution coming up for KC.
I totally would have gone super power play. I just made that up. When you have an opportunity to be 3 men up, super power play. You're down by 7 goals. Why not?
Why not? So the 5v3 for 36 more seconds. All right.
Moral victory would be killing the first one. Absolute victory would be killing both.
Oh, and almost a shorthanded chance by Marquez. Now Rio out with it for the Sidekicks. Marquez goes off. Palmer comes on. Still 3 players out there for the next 17 seconds for the Comets. 5v3. Rio front and center. Now left side, Lovegrove. Lovegrove to Macias. Back to Jamie. To the corner, D'Souza shoots, and that one off the crossbar, out of bounds.
Comets will kill the first one for sure.
It's going to go to Kansas City. There is 3 seconds left on the first penalty. Schmerman is about ready to re-enter the game. And here he comes back on. It's now 5v4. Here is Felipe.
Andreas will sub in for Marquez.
Left side, Lovegrove. Sidekick still on the power play. Bad pass picked off there by Schmerman. Played forward to Andreas. Andreas using his speed down the right side. He's held, and a foul called on Lovegrove.
Jamie Lovegrove's like, are you kidding me? Andreas is like, sorry, dude. 19 seconds remaining in this second penalty.
Gibson smashes one off of Lovegrove.
Good opportunity here for the Sidekicks, but they couldn't take advantage of it.
Oh, Lucia measured that one in Tetsane.
And Rayleigh's like, just give me the ball on my feet. I'm there in the corner. Tetsane's like, I need another goal. It feels so good. 10 seconds left. Rat Patrol trying to hold on.
This would be something for the Comets to kill off this. 2 penalties. Brown to the corner. Morales who shoots. And that one blocked by Palmer. And Neto pumping up his teammate, Ramon Palmer. And the Comets have killed off the power play. Both the even strength. Comets got to watch out here. Here's Macias teeing one up, blocked by Leo. Great job by the Comet defense, killing off both of those penalties. And the score remains 12-5 in favor of the Comets. Now Lovegrove off the boards. Palmer steps in front of Morales. Lee with a touch. Tetsane is there.
Look at Adam
now
James
Leo
go.
And Adam James out on the run. Adam down the right side. Adam will slow it down, dribble it away from the goal. Taken away by Lovegrove. James putting a foot back in there.
We'll see if that is right, and that's 4 on him. That is 4 on him. I believe.
Yep.
Got a blue card on the field, Kansas City.
Yep.
Okay, now you're up 7 goals, so I will forgive this, but this is the type of coaching decision you do not want to make in the playoffs. Somebody sitting on 3 fouls when you could have subbed them off after you killed that second power play. Comets will atone for their sins here. And we'll get another opportunity to get the Rat Patrol out here.
Sidekicks back out on the power play.
And for the 8,234th time in Kansas City indoor soccer history, we're going to hear Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone as the Rat Patrol.
Where does Wang Chung rate on your 80s playlist for our retro game on the 26th of March?
That was the official MASL song in 1987.
Oh, my gosh.
I know. We'll see if that comes out.
Okay. All right, Comets going to try to kill off another penalty. Morales off the near boards. Goes off to Lovegrove, fires from long range, and Neto makes the save. Neto looks like he's moving around pretty good. And it's kicked long to Tetsane. Tetsane leaves it for Andreos. Andreos will dribble it away from the goal and go all the way back to Leo.
You know what's great about rookies on the power play? They don't care. They're like, oh, let's go score a goal. They're like, oh, we still have legs. We'll come back and defend. The older guys are like, forget this. I'm just setting the ball down the field.
Here's Marquez. Marquez! Marquez!
Great save. Goalkeeping, Nick Vassos.
Vasquez. 10 minutes to play in the game. 54 seconds on the power play to Dallas.
Ambush up. 7-5.
Wow. Brown to Piedra. Lovegrove to the corner. Cameron Brown heads it in there. Neto's got it. And over the top of Neto falls Valadez.
The professor says, Black Sabbath has a song from the 80s called Danger Zone, if that'll help. I think this one probably has a beat. Neto is still down.
Looks like he may have had banged his shin, his right shin.
Everybody's going to look every time he's down.
I know.
So his knee brace is on his left knee, so he was looking at his right, which kind of makes you think there's a different injury.
9.5 to play in the game. Neto's so good with his feet. Marquez had no one, played it to no one. I guess nobody filled that spot. Back the other way comes Quintana and the Sidekicks.
Earlier this week was the anniversary of the time that
Neto.
One punch.
And De Sosa collide.
Good tackle. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Comets.
Everybody's okay. Back at the other end, Tetsane slides it over to Andreos. Back to Tetsane. Tetsane, Andreos. Back to Tetsane. Oh, my. What an exchange. Vasquez slams the door on the Comets. Good work there by KC. Tetsane and Andreos back and forth, and just tremendous goalkeeping by the Sidekicks keeper.
Putting those young guys out on the break there. They have legs.
They do.
No fear.
Ortiz. Felipe D'Souza. D'Souza by Leo. Toe pokes it in there. Neto.
Timeout would be a good opportunity. Might be a good time to rest some legs here, Neto.
Neto lays it off to his head coach. Valadez knocked it back in, but right to the feet of Leo. Leo to Schmerman, back to Ray Lee. Comets with some good work to get it out of the back, and Schmerman was down the field all by himself, and the Comets almost got it to him.
So this week was the anniversary of a sad goalkeeping mishap in Kansas City indoor soccer history. The Comets were forced to dress one. Mike Dahmer was hurt. Jim Gorsuch dressed. Jim Gorsuch gets hurt against the San Diego Sockers, and Jim Schwab had to play 6-attacker goalie most of the game. Made a save on the shootout against Ketter, but Comets got whacked, if that's a word. Bronco Segota got red carded for taking out Jim Gorsuch. I was there. I remember this. It comes to mind just because of the challenges that Comets have had with health, and now you have to dress too. Back then you didn't have to.
So Lou Meisner, he remains on the Comet bench, and he still has his right hand with a pack of ice on the right side of his rib cage.
And I don't know if you noticed what Neto did there. Very subtle. He didn't touch the ball, so they didn't count 4 seconds on him because he wasn't in possession of the ball yet. Very subtle, very smart by the Brazilian goalkeeper.
Timeout on the field with 6:45 to play in the game. Comets 12 and the Sidekicks 5. You're watching the Major Arena Soccer League. We'll be right back.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapists to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Bergrud and Nick Vassos live at Cable Dahmer Arena. Thank you for spending part of your weekend with us here on MASL TV. Kansas City a 7-goal lead over Dallas with 6:38 to play in the game. Comets and Dallas on Sunday, 3 o'clock. Good play there by Souza to clear it away. Comets wisely will slow it down. Thought about going forward, but here's Souza. Little change of direction. He goes down and a foul called on the Sidekicks.
So if I'm Stefan Stokic, I might be pulling it back a little bit for two reasons. One is you don't want to give any bulletin board ammunition there or feeder for the Sidekicks. Second is you want to save your legs because you're going to have to get on an airplane and head to Dallas. No need to do anything that wouldn't be too smart here in the remaining 6 minutes. According to the professor, assuming the Comets hold on to win, this will be the 150th regular season victory in Comets 3 history. How's that?
Oh, wow. Thank you, Professor.
But
Sane and Vasquez.
Goalkeeping.
Turns it aside. Boy.
He's up for some saves of the week here, huh?
Yes. Marquez. On back to Ray Lee. Yeah, you're right, Eric. Vasquez has been remarkable at times tonight. Sadal. Fanned on that shot. Gets the ball back into Rian. Lays it off for Sandovari. And broken up by Morales. Luis, Dallas's leading scorer. Lifts it into the air. Boy, he's got tremendous footwork.
Absolutely.
He's so good in traffic.
So a couple things. First, on the break, we've been talking a lot about MASL social media. If you check out the Good Seats Still Available podcast, the guest this week was none other than the commissioner, Keith Tozier, who Toz talked about his journey from college to Cincinnati to Pittsburgh to Louisville to L.A.
Hartford's in there too somewhere.
Yeah, I forgot Hartford. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, Hartford, Pittsburgh. Louisville, L.A., Atlanta, Kansas City, Milwaukee. Wow. How's that?
That's
MASL commissioner these days. Some great stories. Of course, the L.A. stories I paid attention to. But you definitely want to catch it out on Good Seats, still available. And they've had quite a few indoor soccer podcast episodes. If you go back on their website in the archive, you can find some good ones there.
I've been fortunate enough to listen to Tozer and also Zoran Savic talk a lot about L.A. laser stories and about the Bus family themselves owning the lasers and just how incredible it was at that time dealing with the buses.
And one of my jobs that doesn't appear on my resume, when I was college age, I was a telemarketer for the bus's parent company, California Sports. And so trying to sell season tickets for the Lakers, Kings, and Lasers was a thankless job. And so, although I don't like getting phone calls from them, I have empathy for telemarketers.
Fun fact about Mr. Bergerud, I like that. Under 4 to play here. Comets on their way to their 11th win. Here is Felipe de Sousa.
No foul.
And he sort of goes down, no foul, and both teams play on. Sandovari looking for someone to play it to. Instead goes back to Leo.
Philly texted me, why did you have to hurt Dallas like that? I mean, like, it's not like Ontario cared about our feelings.
Right. James flicks it back to Tetsane. He fires and hammers it in. Tetsane, after several tries, finally gets his hat trick, and it is 13-5.
Well, he was our player spotlight at the beginning of the game. Imagine that, Nick Vassos, and he came through. Good ball movement there. And it seems like it's been the Andreos and Tetsane, or the Tetsane and Andreos show much of the night. Yeah, Lucas Sosa could make an argument for man of the match, player of the match, and so could Alessio Tetsane. You know, since I picked him as my pregame spotlight, he might be my pick for post-game interview.
His third goal of the night, 2 hat tricks for the Comets this evening. Number 9, Alessio Tetsane.
Yeah, I think he is the player of the game. 2 assists to go along with those 3 goals.
What a game. Andreos has had a great game too. Schmerman came through. First game in town.
11:42 in the fourth.
And this is the point where you just don't want anybody to get hurt.
Last 2:46 to play. Morales.
Going Wallace Scora. At the wall, I didn't get the Scora.
Right side again, Morales.
Good turn.
Oh, what a turn.
Great save.
Jeez. 2 good plays there. And back the other way come the Comets. McDonald.
I really think Dallas has some built-in advantages. There's so much talent. There's been talent for years in Dallas. A lot of players have come into MLS with FC Dallas. Some have gone straight to Europe. I think the Sidekicks have an opportunity to mine talent down there and just keep bringing in younger players and younger players. I think they're getting the formula put together. And on Sunday, don't expect to see this scoreline.
12 players from the state of Texas on this Dallas side right now. 12 of the 16 that are here today.
And the professor says these were the first Comets hat tricks since Leo had a hat trick at the T-Mobile Center game, January 22nd against the Tacoma Stars. That seems like forever ago.
Wow, it does. 1:36 to play. Good to hear from the professor. I thought he was traveling.
He's always available. He's in New Mexico or somewhere, but he's watching on MASL TV. Want to thank all the Sidekicks fans who've been watching. Good goal.
Yeah.
Goal Valadez. It's one of those, you know you're not going to win this game, but you want to have something to build off of as you head into the rematch. Sunday afternoon at the Credit Union of Texas Event Center. Ortiz started it. Good one-touch passing. Sidekicks fans want to see more of that. Want to give a shout out to all the Kicks fans who were at the watch party. It's great seeing the photos. Everybody gathered down there. Definitely encourage you, if you don't have your tickets yet, get your tickets Sunday afternoon. This rematch will be wild. And I think the Sidekicks have something to prove at home in front of those fans. It's green out day, too. So everybody wear green for your Dallas Sidekicks.
Under a minute to play here. Sodal. Looking for Marquez. Vasquez got it, and he lays it off to the side. Final minute winding down here at Cable Dahmer Arena. We'll have our man of the match.
Ortiz got taken out.
That Sane will be our man of the match. Last 30 seconds. And it looks like they may drop the ball. Ron Corey. Comets are going to improve to 11-4-1.
Big win for the Comets. Gives them 11-point advantage over the Sidekicks in the Central Division. Puts pressure on Dallas. Sidekicks are going to have to come to the Comets. The Comets can wait. Let the Sidekicks attack and then try to counter them on Sunday.
And the result from St. Louis just tightens things up in the Central even more.
Well, and some interesting games coming up because it's 9-6 ambush. Florida's coming to town in Milwaukee tomorrow, and then in St. Louis on Sunday. It's going to make things really interesting for playoff position.
Comets win it. That's a final. 13-6. Comets get the 3 points, improve to 11-4-1. Dallas drops to 8-8-1. And the man of the match is Lucia Tetsane. 3 goals and 2 assists. There's Richard Schmerman. He was another one of the players of the match. He had a great game in his debut with the Comets. 2 goals for the Schmermanator. Riyad Marquez had a great game. Lucas Sousa had the hat trick as well. Lucas had another brilliant game. And Christian Andreas, the rookie, continues to do well for his head coach. He's having the time of his life playing for the Comets, and he's having a lot of success in his rookie year for the Comets.
Leo Gibson got one. He's just right behind Wes Wade. We'll see if he ties the record.
Here's Serrano.
It's a big game for you. What was the difference for tonight?
I mean, I think the difference was like we as a team, we talked and we needed to work hard, and that's all we did. We worked hard and we're very, like, we're helping each other as a team, like humility. Everybody was hardworking. So.
And you talk about the team, 13 goals up. It was definitely a team effort. You guys definitely clicked tonight.
Yeah, we did click. I mean, coming back from like 3 losses, like last week we lost 2 games, so we had to win this one. Like we had to find a way, and we did. So it was really good.
How great is it to be in front of this crowd on a Friday night here at Cable Dahmer Arena?
I mean, it's really great. We appreciate the fans. They really do a lot. If it wasn't because of them, I don't think we would have won this game. So we really appreciate you guys.
Definitely fun. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. 3 goals, 2 assists, 13 up on the board. These Comets fans are excited for it. Nate, back to you. Thanks, Joe.
All right. Let's take a break, and we'll come back and wrap it up from Cable Dahmer Arena next.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. This is Kansas City. This is my town. I started a personal injury law firm here because I wanted to help people here. And that's what my team and I do every single day. If you're hurt in Kansas City, I've got this.
Are you ready for the sports season? The licensed clinical experts at Select Physical Therapy are. Don't let aches, pains, or an injury keep you from watching your favorite team compete or participating in your favorite activities. Trust our physical therapist to help you feel better, faster, and to get you back to the things you love. With many convenient locations throughout the community, Select is here to help you heal. To schedule an appointment today, go to selectphysicaltherapy.com. Select Physical Therapy, the power of physical therapy.
Domino's new oven-baked dips are so new that we made a new commercial about their newness. Try new flavors like our cheesy marinara, baked apple, or hot and melty 5-cheese with our not new but still delicious twists. Carry out Domino's new oven-baked dips and twist combos or any 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each.
Eric Bergerud, Nick Vassos, back here to wrap it up. Christian Andreos, the rookie, saying hi to the fans and taking a few pictures. One of the really popular players among the Comets nation is Christian Andreos. Okay, Mr. Bergerud, what do you think about Sunday's game? I think Dallas is going to ratchet it up.
Dallas is going to ratchet it up. Juan Gamboa, we expect to see him in goal there. Look at Nick Vassos.
Hey.
Check him out. We're number 4. Comets have some banged-up goalkeepers. I would expect Dallas will press hard on the Comets, and we'll see how the Comets respond, because a win down there would almost seal the deal for the Comets winning Central Division.
That'll be Sunday at 3 o'clock, Kansas City at Dallas. The next home game is going to be on Friday, March 11th, when the Comets are going to honor the 2 NPSL championships that night, the 92-93 and the 96-97 championships.
Back the attack. That's all I have to say, Nick.
All right, for Brad Zimmerman and his crew, and for my broadcast partner, Eric Bergerud, this is Nick Vassos. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great night, everybody.